Hold on.
Oh, there he is. We got him. Welcome, everybody. I think we're live, right? Nothing's broken? We did it. We're the casual ones. Today we're going to be playing potentially our last session of Mork for a little while.
The last Mork.
Unless other things get delayed. But the Space Adventure won the community vote, so we'll be playing a epic space adventure as of next week, Tuesday.
Yes.
Pretty
Gotta be
fast.
cool.
Pretty soon.
I don't know why I said next week Tuesday. It's just next. Well, I guess next week on. Never mind.
Well, yeah, because Thursdays we do D&D,
Yeah.
Tuesdays we don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm Aaron. I'll be the game master today. We got Jardine, Mike, and Ray.
Hi.
And they will be playing their randomly generated characters of the day in our little adventure here called the Death Ziggurat. So I think I'll just get right down to it.
You get Ziggy with it?
Let's get Ziggy with it.
Not getting Ziggy with it.
A few days ago, this party of three was told by an order of monks who had pooled together a large sum of silver that they must find and stop the demon from laying waste to our world before the true time. And a lot of the things that the monks say didn't make a ton of sense to you in that moment. Each of you gathering random fragments of warnings or prophecy. They mention things such as the Ziggurat itself is hidden within another realm. The priests carry keys and other such strange oddities that they mentioned as they handed you a hefty bag of silver, pleadingly pointing you to the north. Together, the three of you traveled deep into the woods of Sarkash. After several days of travel, you found an unnaturally cold depression in the forest floor. And slowly, as this misty sinkhole revealed itself before you, you found yourself at the edge of an incredible, not so much a canyon as much as a pit, a massive valley that is itself in the shape of an impossibly large fist, moving kilometers across to the width and a kilometer across into the distance through the fog. Circling the area, you eventually found a fissure within the edges of this edge and worked your way downward into the depression itself, where the air just got colder and colder. Snow began to fall and fog became thick. I will first ask that each of you, starting left to right here, we got Journey, Mike, then right, quickly introduce your character. You can.
Okay, well, I'm Clort. You see a pretty homely guy. It's filthy. A solid 3 out of 10. In leathers, he's got a warhammer, a shield, and like a big backpack on. And he's just tagging along.
Okay, and then behind him we've got Mike's character.
My name is Eric Vol. You just see even in this climate, I still have my fur armor on. But the easiest thing to notice is that this guy is like thin as a rail. Absolutely zero muscle mass, very skeleton-like. Kind of like dirty chipped fingernails. You can see his face is like he's trying to have like a scraggly winter beard, but he can't grow it. He's trying though. It's very patchy. Not too far away from some of this actually.
Inspired by real
Yeah.
Been there.
Feels bad.
And then following behind them at the rear, we've got Ray's character.
Yeah, you've got Harmug, the heretical priest. He's the one carrying the small wagon behind him that's got most of the group's goods, is eyeing the rest of them. You see a man that's about 6 feet tall, in his mid-40s, who looks like at some point he may have been well-fed and strong and robust, but is now road-worn, tired, and missing a hand that has been replaced with a hook. He's got a black, patchy gray goatee and thinning hair that is hidden underneath a leather gherkin.
Does he
It's the hook. That's good to
does
know.
he happen to fight like a young boy who wears green tights and a tunic, or
You know how many
Wolf
times he's
Fairy.
heard that joke? It's not funny anymore.
bullshit?
How does it feel about
Hilarious.
crocodiles?
They make
I
for
hold a
good
ticking
shoes.
clock up next to him. What's he gonna do? He gonna run?
Okay.
It's definitely missing a few teeth, possibly from some scurvy. Who knows?
At each of your lines.
Iron.
Okay, so each of you have worked your way down into these massive valley, and I will now send you in our internal chat here the actual valley that you see as you work your way down a 300-foot edge, working down mountain paths and cracks in the rock. Send that to you there, and also let's make it visible to everyone else.
Make it visible, visible.
And for clarity, this little red X is where you are making your way towards. You'll see on the edge of the map, there is a crack in the walls, and that's where you're working.
Okay.
Alright.
But that's shared. The X is on the stream. You guys.
God.
I
Well,
just
that's
got
where
a
we
fan,
are. That
so we're-
Hex.
Right by the crack. Got it.
Guess we scared the GM away already.
Holy shit.
Nice.
He's fucking terrified. He's shaking in his booties.
Is that why you
Shaking
turned
in
off
his
the
D20s.
Shake, 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 shake it. Oh man. Remember
AC just started blasting. I don't know
try
if that
not
came
to.
through on the
Is that
microphone. or not.
303? No, Metro Station is
Metro Station for sure.
Thank you. Aaron,
So-
do we have Tailspire going? Sorry, I didn't see.
Oh yeah, let me do that. Actually, that's a good point.
Got your back, homie.
Ooh, we love to see it.
What do we look to see?
Update.
Oh, there is an update. That's
from last week. Yeah, there's an update.
Yeah.
Listen.
Setting up so many things. I even had Steam open and just did not look at Tailspire. Yeah, I'll get that up in a moment.
around.
So how are we
Moment
going to
to
go
explore.
about playing on this Hex Grid?
So the rules for the Hex Grid are, if you expand them, there's a quick note that says each one takes about 15 minutes
Yep.
to traverse. It'll take this isn't on there, but it takes an additional 15 to explore the area, investigate it thoroughly. Every hex likely has something you either need or important. Not that every single hex has to be explored, but every hex has the opportunity to be explored.
What if? Okay.
There is no direct route necessarily. There's lots of ways you can go, lots of secrets. So even if they look boring on the map, doesn't mean they aren't. But obviously there are some focal points that are described. And yeah, is there anything else that is?
What do you guys say?
Yeah.
Uh,
I call him.
Is that a tornado at the top?
So as you guys are making your way down the edge here, working your way into the valley, you see it looks a little like a tornado, but it's incredibly slow, lazy mist and fog swirling around like several 100-meter wide area. And you even see as the gray of the sky, through it you see a piercing white of the sky above, the gray clouds themselves drifting overhead do
Yep.
kind of get caught in the turbulence of the fog and pulled downward ever so slightly. But it is not a roaring tornado, though it is large and slow and lazy almost.
Are you calling the tornado fat?
It's kind of that, yeah, with a pH. Though.
Oh,
That's a
is it
sloppy
thick
tornado.
with 2 C's or 3?
We'll see when we get.
If
if you ever get closer,
thick
we'll-
tornado.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a huge column of slow-moving mist.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah,
Don't
and
even know
all
what
of
to
these
think of that.
individual things, you can see them pointing out throughout the fog. You can see the steeple of some kind of temple. Nearly straight ahead, you see the trees filled with ruins. Ruins kind of litter everywhere from this bird's eye view as you're working your way down. You see
Now-
through the forest, there's little pieces of ruins, columns.
In that hex in front of us there, is that a ridge? Like that gash?
So what you see there, let me look at the big version so I don't misremember. I believe that is actually a column of smoke rising up from the center of the southern side of that wisp.
Oh, so it's like a fire or something.
Fresh.
Yeah.
I was also,
Well,
I was hoping it
that
was a
somebody's
river.
been killed there. Might be some good loot.
Well, can we, like, first search the hex that we're in?
So yeah,
Who does that?
as you guys make your way down, it's like a 300-foot edge of this depression that you're working your way down, and then you work your way into this area. So again, to reiterate, it is 15 minutes to cross throughout one of these hexes. Another 15 if you want to slow down and inspect the area. Rarely will it require a roll to inspect it because it's a time investment.
You just played your hand, DM. Now we know we're on a time limit.
Just one. Yeah. Is there like an actual time limit for the whole thing?
There's no time limit as far as you're aware, but maybe things happen in the valley over time.
Good to know.
But yeah, you're
Yeah.
on whatever speed you would like to be. If you have food and rations locked in, then you know your own time limit of how long you can safely live in this valley.
Okay.
So yeah, as you make your way into that first valley, you do see some small ruins and small structures littered between all the trees. Would you guys like to take the time to investigate, or would you like to move on?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta at least
Need to-
check out the first.
Captain,
hex
investigate,
we're in, you know?
please.
Yeah, we have to get our bearings as we descend down into this Fist Valley.
You betcha. So as
Welcome
you
to Quantify.
make your way kind of through like a sparse of trees, you actually find laid bricks in the form of a wall. Working your way around this wall, you eventually find inside, though there is snow fallen on the leaves of everything, there is a garden. And it has got frozen flowers and a little pathway with a fountain in the center. And as you guys make your way inside, you see the figure of someone resting up the opposite edge of the fountain, facing outwards, looking a little bit towards that billowing tunnel of fog over the garden wall.
Does this person look alive?
As you approach, you can see that there is a slight sway to their movement. There's a black cloth, and as you kind of work your way around the fountain, you find that their silhouette doesn't feel great to look at. As you look at them, they are scraggly haired, and they are just kind of dirty, decrepit, a little bit how Eric Duvall there described himself as incredibly rail thin.
Hello, cousin.
Yeah, so is this person. Yeah, as you make your way around them, can I get someone to make a presence test? And if you can't do it in Tailspire because it's failing to update for me, you can
Well,
do
let me
that.
get the old real dice.
I
yeah,
could happily
right.
do it.
Yeah, the update's stuck at 0 for some reason, so
Oh no.
maybe I have to
I rolled
convince
a
it.
13.
Oh, it thinks I don't have internet connection.
I rolled a 3.
That's wrong.
That's
It makes the stream much more impressive.
yeah, we're somehow doing it.
Okay.
Maybe
Just,
I'll
you know.
restart it.
Parceling out the internet. There's not
Yeah.
enough internet to go to the stream and to Steam.
Hand delivering the packets.
It's what Canada Post is looking to do that these days, and deliver the internet.
That'd be amazing if Canada Post ever invested in like internet infrastructure, because it's the actual evolution of mail.
True. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, but that would require
Effort and resources.
forethoughts. But you're a
Okay.
monolithic bureaucracy like that.
It would be super expensive for Canada just because of how wide we are.
Oh, it's not even that. It's yeah, it's gonna be super expensive for how much it costs to bury fucking cables.
Yeah, but
I assume
it's a lot easier to do that in a tiny little country compared to Canada, where everything is super spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Tailspire is starting to launch, so that's cool. So we can roll digitally in a moment. Did anyone roll for the presence test looking
I got
at
a
the
30.
map of this?
I got a 13.
Oh wait, sorry, it was a 3. My bad.
3. Yeah, Erg trusts this person with their whole heart. And
Hello.
I don't. George, I forgot. Your name is Clort? Is that right?
Clort. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, respect it.
No,
Nah, it sounds fake.
it's great.
Yeah, it's not a respectable name like
Hello,
Harmug.
yes, I'm Clort.
You
This is my brother Slort.
You see, as you're kind of working your way around this person, their gaunt and ghostly form, you see their face is almost too long and pale and so thin and taut. They kind of turn to you. And as they turn, you see beyond where they were standing on one of the garden trees, you see a person hanging upside down by a rope. They look far more withered than the man before you.
Wait, so I'm seeing somebody being hung by their feet?
Stop this. We said we couldn't get into it, and we can't. Shut up.
Is this seriously what I see first
So,
thing?
There's a man standing on the opposite end of the fountain. As they
Sleep.
turn to notice you, they reveal beyond them, hanging from a tree, a person, tied up by their feet. And
By their feet, it's fine. God, calm the fuck down.
This isn't okay.
The sky
Crybaby, Jesus.
Yes.
One traumatic experience.
Aside from the wind, I assume gently buffeting this hung person, are they moving in any other capacity?
you notice that their hand is outstretched towards the body on the tree.
But
you
sorry, I meant the
see
body itself. It's not moving.
the person has just begun to turn and look at you. And you all notice that their eyes are pale white, glossed over. And you see their hand outstretched towards the person in the tree. And slowly the withered body
His wizard.
is gaining like a bit of color and life into it.
Oh, that's a lich. We need to kill that. And it just like step forward.
That's a lich?
You just
What's
hear
a lich?
the voice of the person just sounds out to you. Just, who's there?
Clort?
Hello.
Armug.
Artfall.
Why are you here?
Got paid a lot of money to come here.
To what end?
Our business is
Looking for
our own.
the Ziggurat thing.
Are you here to help or hurt?
Are you here to hurt or help?
You see they reach into their cloak with one hand. Answer.
Help?
Well, we're
Yes.
trying to, I guess, stop the end of the world.
So you are here. Stop, Akun. Not help.
Yeah, I've heard enough. I step forward with the
Yes.
mace.
And it seems perhaps we may be allies in this.
Ow. Drop the mace.
They can't tell what you're doing. They're like blind, like eyes completely glazed over.
Yeah.
Hand
No, it was
still
like the whole
outstretched.
like reload the arms, get ready to go,
Oh, Henry Cavill, you beast.
and Yeah, then realizing, oh no, wait, never mind.
Slump the roll.
Totally mistook what you said. That's my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's my bad.
On me.
You see them turn back towards the bodies. Can I finish my work, or do you need to go now?
I guess it depends on how long that's going to take.
No more than a half hour.
But we're gonna watch this guy absorb some dead dude for half an hour.
Yeah, can we ask
We've got
what you're
shit to do.
doing? I don't really understand. It seems like you're eating his life.
I once did. Yeah.
What?
Oh,
So then what's happening now?
Granting life anew. And as you're looking between the man with the outstretched hand and the individual hanging from the tree, you do see like that withered corpse is not withered anymore.
Oh, he's healing the thing. Shit, okay.
mm,
I'm chilling.
I may have had this all wrong.
There's no may about it. You definitely have everything wrong. This guy was gonna hit you.
Do you need us to come back in 30 minutes, was it?
Yeah, we can.
Possible you won't find me once you leave this place.
What can you tell us about this valley?
No. I know the one you seek, the one that will cause this end, as you call it. She lies beyond the fog.
The giant pillar of mist?
He just nods.
Cool. So, got that information. That's good.
At least we got a direction.
I can lead you to her heart.
Is it
Hold on.
elsewhere?
Yes.
In a matter of speaking.
Look, I came to slay a demon, not get all metaphysical.
And you've come to the wrong place, I'm afraid.
That's why the money was so good. God damn it.
There are things we seek before we can find her. I'm sure
Such
you've been
as?
told of some of them.
Have
Ziggurat
we?
does not lie here.
Assume that, we might need a refresher.
Yep. I definitely know, but I want to make sure you know.
Just gotta check the boxes,
For Ziggurat does not lie on this realm, and we cannot merely walk there. Harat priests hold the key. Slay them, find the keys, and we can pierce the veil beyond the fog.
How many
Find priest, kill
keys?
priest, get keys. Got it.
One key is fine.
Oh. You have to kill one guy? Alright, what do they look like?
Not much different than me, I suppose. Worse. Eyeless, often.
So, how do we know you're not one of the
You
priests?
see beyond him that body starts kicking and flinching a little bit.
This is really creepy.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this.
Are you putting yourself into that thing?
In a way,
That's
granting
neat.
life takes life.
Why are you granting that one life?
I've been trying to reach a coon of my own accord for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I need help. And you see the body unravel from the rope and fall to the ground.
Was it a male or female?
It looks like a male.
Was he hot?
As it begins to stand up, work your way over. It does not look particularly attractive.
Now that it's like not a husk of a body, you know?
It looks like a living person. But as you look at it, the eyes are white. Just pale.
And is our friend still conscious?
Yeah, actually, as like the body starts to like walk up and get closer, you see him like almost like shake out of like a stupor, and its eyes roll to black instead of white. And you see he's a little like weakened, catching his breath.
Oh, that was impressive. Now what?
If you wish, we can go north. And you actually, as you see him like start to like stand up and like shake off the work, you see like beyond the robes, wherever he stretches out, wherever you see skin, it's almost like there's motes of silver on his skin. But between the motes of silver, you can see through him to whatever lies beyond.
I say we try to meet back up with him. We need to collect ourselves and gather our bearings before we head directly for the heart of Akum, I'm sure.
And I
Didn't
will
say
move
we-
north.
Okay.
You can find me there. This
Okay.
And your
place
name?
will not be safe. You can call me Sarku.
Saraku. Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't think I can be blessed. I'm quite cursed to be here.
I don't think my blessings are worth much, if I'm being honest.
Are you dead?
Almost. Kind of. A little bit.
Little halfway job?
In a way.
I can see through your skin.
Yeah. That's part of what I'm trying to fix.
Did they do something to you?
Yes. They've chained me here. For more time than I can remember.
That's pretty
Sucks.
neat. Not neat in the fun way. Obviously, it sounds pretty terrible for you, but it's interesting. Can you do any other cool tricks?
You wouldn't like them. And he kind of nods towards his little serving here.
Not to me.
Go with them. And he gestures to it, and it just kind of like wordlessly walks over to you. Keep them safe.
Thank you.
Oh, hell
Does it have
no.
a name?
No.
Can I name it?
Sure.
Hello, Philip.
You
just-
can respond to Philip.
Push Philip in front of me like, you walk in front.
So rude. He's like a newborn.
They want you to walk in front. He won't be great at listening to you,
Okay.
but if that's all, then I will go north. There is a tall ruin there, and I will wait beyond the fog.
Okay. We'll
Sounds good.
Perhaps we'll see you.
find you when we're ready.
Thank you for Philip. That's a very nice gift.
If you see others like this, leave them. And he just kind of points to the rope, gesturing to, person hanging upside down on a rope.
Do you trap people to make more of these things? Like, should we
He
be
just kinda
watching out for
nods.
traps? Are there more traps out there I need to be worried about?
Oh, no. I tied him up myself.
Oh, okay.
It's part of my process. He was dead well before he was tied up.
You just find bodies, string them up, turn them into little Philip dolls. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. Not many come down here. Hard to, get help.
Well, hey, you know what? Something that you've probably never heard before. If I die, you can use my body. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want.
That's great.
Hey, respect.
Okay.
Game recognizes
Good
game.
to know.
Yeah.
You two, are you also like down for that?
No.
I mean, I only have this one shell, and I'm sure as hell not ascending, so, yeah, fuck it.
All right. That's
That's
great.
a hard pass on the hanging.
Pretty sure you're not gonna have a choice. You'll be dead.
If that makes it easier, you would be dead.
Nope. Somehow worse.
Okay. That's fine.
He's totally
And
gonna do it anyway.
He starts to like walk off a little bit towards the exit wall of the garden. He looks back and you just see pure black eyes, and he smiles to you. And then he smiles to Philip, gives him a nod, and walks off.
My supernatural seasons 1 through 8 senses are going off right now, but that's okay.
Yo, leave Philip alone. Philip's a bro.
Yeah, just a bro.
In the truest
Not,
sense of the
it's not
word.
Philip I'm worried about. He's only a thrall.
Do we want to go
Yeah, I want to go see that
southwest
smoke.
or
Michael.
south?
Yeah,
I want to go
let's
to that smoke. I want to see that loot. Gonna be good stuff there. I can just feel it.
Or
Well, like
just
a fire
fireplace?
demon, and we're just dead.
Yeah.
Killed us, Ray.
Or we get another fire demon.
You
Or
got
another
another.
thrall. That's what I'm trying to
There you
say.
go.
We just tame it.
Hey, don't put Philip into a box, okay? He's not a fire demon.
No,
Philip's
he
his own
clearly
person,
did not get a
owned by
traditional
that
burial.
guy.
I guess we'll go south.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, as you make your way around the garden wall, you notice moving south through some of the trees, you find quickly 3 ropes with tethered corpses to them, hanging upside down. 3 in like a almost equilateral triangle formation from 3 separate trees on 3 separate branches.
Okay, guys.
He said don't cut him down, right?
No,
Yeah, he said
I'm gonna
leave
cut
it
down,
alone.
but hold on. Pretty sure we can do this. I like go behind one of the bodies, like,
Nope.
and
No.
you do
We
that
don't-
one, and you do
we
that
don't
one.
have
We'll
time.
just push them all in the
Nope.
same direction.
Why?
Why not? Make them tie up against each other. It'd be hilarious. Watch him have to struggle to get them down. Oh no, my bodies, my corpses,
Why
they're all
would we be
trapped.
here to watch him struggle with it?
Why would I be here? It's
Harmug,
hilarious.
can you make a presence test for me?
Yeah, sure.
You get eaten first.
We were warned. Oh,
6. That seems about right.
Eric, you've got a positive presence.
Fucking barely.
As Harmug moves up to one of these corpses
Yep.
and presses its hands on its back, and you see them gently swaying in the light breeze, you notice that one of its heads move a little too close to Harmug's throat, and you see a mouth open.
Stop fucking with the dead bodies. Get the fuck away from it. It's going to
Why?
bite you, stupid.
Can Harmug make an agility test for me?
I can conduct an agility test.
Can you attempt one?
Hey, 16.
16.
Well, make that 13. Sorry.
Thank you.
13, it's still above the default. You hear teeth clash against each other right as you're moving away.
Oh,
as,
fuck.
As Arg yells out to you, and you see like pupilless eyes just staring back at you, frozen and almost withered, like veins of icy glass, looking at you, and the teeth kind of rattling.
I like jump back with a.
And then you see its arms begin to move and crack, and the skin begins to crack, and the other 2 begin to follow. And they start reaching up and scraping at the ropes by their feet.
But maybe it's time to go. That's my bad.
just leave the
Let
bodies
Let them
alone,
said,
man.
Don't touch them, man.
He
Come
said not
on.
to take them down. He didn't say anything about not touching them.
Why do you want to touch the hanging dead bodies anyway?
I wanted to tie them up. It was like an old swing. You know what? It doesn't matter.
And the
Look,
first one
nobody's at
slices
fault
through the
here. We
rope
should just get going.
and falls to the ground.
Jesus Christ, you stupid idiots.
With like a howl, it rushes back at you, Harmug, the same one. Can you make
Philip!
another agility test for me?
Yep. Sure can.
Yeah, and you see Philip like spin on a dime, hands up in front of him. And how did that roll go?
14.
14. Yeah, you're able to dodge back out of the way as again you just hear like incredibly loud tooth on tooth as it's trying to gnaw at you.
Dying deserter if I've ever seen one.
And what do the rest of you do? As you see another one clawing away at the ropes and becoming loosened, and so does the third.
So
Armag.
Just- don't put this on me, okay?
It's only you.
No, he said bodies. Bodies means dead.
And the second one crashes to the ground.
So I've got the
I know.
shield up. I've got the mace. So the way I see it is that I've got my hooked hand, like hooked through the shield.
Okay.
Right. That's my shield
Nice.
hand.
Nice.
And then,
Okay.
like, you know, like, it's hard to let it go.
Yeah.
But then mace in the other hand.
Okay.
Can gotta roll see how many fucking powers I get before I start slinging spells.
True.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
might as
haven't
well
done
do
that
that.
roll for your daily powers.
I got
Oh.
4. It's a D4 home slice.
And
Someone roll a
actually-
d20 on their powers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have
Where?
fucking 5 of them. Oh shit.
3. Yeah, 3 a day.
Right. Okay, so then for the 2 that are already down on the ground, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to hit them with palms open the southern gate.
Okay. Jesus. How many you have a lot of powers, right? So you're just
I
like
got 5 of them. So
you're down to
fuck it.
clown. All
Yeah,
right.
dude.
Um,
And me and spellcasting goes perfectly well all the time. So
yes,
Mhm,
historically
100%,
good
yeah.
every single time.
perfectly always.
How else do you meet the face of God every time?
Yeah.
And Court, you do see the third one scrapping again at the ropes, and it's becoming unspooled, and it's going to be falling in a moment as well. And yeah, Arg, make that presence test.
Ugh.
You got a +1.
I know it's an
How many
11.
omens your boy got?
I got 2 of them, so I'll use the omen to lower the DC and make it succeed.
There you go. I can't believe that. Cool.
I started nice and
Um,
early.
Yeah.
Down
So- How does your spell work then? What do you aiming to do with it?
yeah, so the spell itself, so I cause D2 creatures. So let's start with there. So 1, 2, or 3, 4. Roll the 4, so I get both of them.
All right.
Take D8 damage per creature.
Okay.
So I'll roll 2
That's pretty
here.
solid.
We'll do 1 and 2. 4 and 3 respectively. So you
Okay.
see, like, he just like I just like stretch my arms out to the side, like full like a wingspan.
Yeah.
And then you see just like the palms heat up, and you see fire just starts to like spark and then build and then grow, and then they just shoot off towards each individual target.
Awesome. Yeah, you see 2 of them immediately like blackened up into a corpse, renewed, and like almost leaning in on themselves, knees touching, just stand completely still, black as ash. And then the third crashes into the ground.
That's someone else's problem.
I run forward and just like mace down onto the head.
Okay, yeah, make that attack on it.
Yeah.
What am I adding for that? I guess it doesn't
Strength.
matter.
Strength.
Strength, yeah. So
I think you have quite a minus. in there.
plus -1, so that'd be a 6.
All right. Yeah, you see, like as soon as you're moving in with the mace, it actually just like springs up with its hands really fast, and before it even hits the ground, its head spins and looks at Clort. And the second its foot touches the ground, it bounces off, leaping like almost completely straight, directly at you.
How
First.
is it fair
Okay.
that this undead thing is more agile than me?
So much more agile.
I think like everything is.
Can I use a spell?
Yeah, you can react to this.
Okay. I will try and use Foul Psychopomp.
Okay, you're gonna have to, I think, explain
That
that.
sounds
I
a
don't know
little
if I,
fucky. Yeah.
I don't know if
What's
I have
going
that
over
one
there?
here.
Summon, and it's a D6. 1 to 3, I get D4 skeletons. 4 to 6, I get D4
Oh, it's an
zombies.
undead fight.
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
Undead
Yeah, do that. How long do they last? Just so we can see.
It doesn't say, so
Okay, we'll just say
you're-
until they die then.
okay. First, I have to make the presence roll.
Natty 1.
Nailed
Natty
it.
1.
The 19.
Okay,
It's
Damn.
very
so
successful.
you do it. See what you
So-
get and how many.
Yeah,
And
so-
each of
yeah.
you, per round, one of you, doesn't matter who, can order Philip to do something very basic.
Okay, so I get zombies.
Okay.
Ooh, how many?
It's a D4, so we'll find out in a
Are
second.
those like fucking crispy boys gonna come up and be like, I guess I'm helping you out now?
I get 2. There you go.
Get 2. Yeah, so you see the 2 crispy boys move back into life. They're still completely ashy, but you see them like start to like shake it off, and little bits of white bone underneath the ash. And they turn towards the one coming at you. You're still gonna have to make an agility test then.
That's fine.
Defend against that.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
How much was that?
Oh, man.
You
That
rolled a
was
2.
3. That's a 3 total. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, what's the damage?
You just find it instantly grapples onto your body, like incredibly strong. And behind your back, its hands, almost like claws, are pulling their way up, and it wants to get to your neck, but it's doing that slowly.
Oh, cool.
Philip, sick him.
Get him off!
Okay. Let's see how Philip does on his classic strength attack here. That's not going to do it.
Aaron, your rolls are
Uh,
bullshit when it's Mork Borg.
Yeah, that's not great. Yep, that's not great. So he just misses completely and stumbles past, taking a few steps before like lazily looking back at the body, clueless. And then it's refresh. We started with
I'm gonna pull
Eric.
out the Warhammer and shield. It's melee time if I've ever seen it. I'm
Okay.
gonna run in and swing.
Okay, so it's
Remember,
slowly working
overhand
its way up
swing.
this-
Yeah, right
What
from
do
the
you mean
side.
working
Overhead swing.
Well, instead of sideways, you know.
Yeah,
It's grappling me.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly, that's
none
why
of
it's
it's
overhand.
good.
Yeah.
This is the funny.
It's still
bit.
got half its body on the ground,
You
working
could
its way
golf swing at it.
up. True.
Yeah, well, let's see what
I
happens.
mean, after all, I did go for the overhand swing. It didn't go so well.
That's a 12.
Hey, there you go.
Fuck yeah!
Roll for damage.
Is that like a D6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
D6 with the Warhammer.
4. Do I subtract my 2 off that too? I don't remember.
No.
Then 4 damage.
There you go. Yeah, wherever. How do you kill this thing?
I'm gonna go overhead swing, just like right along, like right close to Court's back.
Yeah.
With like, ugh.
Okay. Yeah, you just like crash the hands. They come flying off. He crashes into the ground, finishing strike on the head, and it lets go. Court, you're free to move, and you got 2 ashy boys following you with Phil.
Oh, so I think by my count, that's like what 300. Shit, you guys suck. Let's go.
And you guys are now looking to move. You can give me like south, southeast if you want to get super specific.
I mean, I was hoping southwest for the head to
we
the
wanted to go
Columbus Gulf.
south.
Yeah, we want to go to the
Yeah.
smoke.
Going here for this turn. Moving beyond the garden with the undead skeletons.
Yeah.
And closer to the pillar of smoke.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my wagon. I'm just kind of like grumbling to myself now. Like, I don't get to have any fun.
You think when we show up with 2 more bodies, he's gonna be like, "Hey, wait, those were mine." Look at that.
But they're mine now.
As you guys were working away from the body that you had like cleared the hands off of, as you're packing up and moving away and getting things back into the cart and shuffling, you do hear its bones clattering real slow again, and you move on.
It is time to move.
Let's not go back that way.
Not my problem.
Okay. Are you guys full speed ahead, 15 minutes in and out, moving on to the smoke, or are you going to clear out through the area?
Nah, I say we move on.
Yeah.
As you pass through, you do see like a large, like almost perfectly intact tower towards the center of this area. It does have an open doorway with steps up, and up to you. You can continue to scramble on past. You have a destination with a pillar of smoke.
Is there anything indicated as we walk by, or are we too far away? Like, do we see like if that door has been busted down? Is there evidence of obvious like damage from battle or anything else?
As you're working your way past, could you roll a presence test for me?
Yes. 7.
Can anybody roll it?
Yeah, as Harmug works his way up to the tower, just kind of like looking into the dark doorway, he's like shrugs to you guys, looks good. Was that Eric? Yeah.
I got a 3.
Eric looks at it and is like, "That's a pretty fucking
That's
cool
a
tower.
great tower. Yeah.
It looks awesome."
Yeah.
Pretty
He
well
looks like
built.
hot shit with that 7 now, huh?
All of you failed.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
even
it just looks
close.
like a tower. It's just a cool
Maybe
tower.
we should
I
check
don't
it
know.
out. Seems
Up
like
to
a
you
good
guys.
tower.
But the
It's-
smoke.
I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's been smoking the whole time.
And neither is the tower.
Yeah, but we're here, I guess.
Yeah, let's just check it out.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so Harmag, you push open the doorway, make your way inside, and it's nice. There's no cold breeze in here. I don't know if any of you guys have light that you would like to light up. It has been day, so you don't need a torch, but inside it's pretty dark.
Lantern.
Lantern. You light up a lantern,
Yep.
and you see it's like, from the outside, like a 20-foot diameter tower, pretty tight quarters. And working your way inside, you do see that it's just stone, dark, lit up by the lantern. You see a swirling like a spiral staircase that goes around the edges of it. Every 10 feet or so, you feel like you see a roof, and an enclosed stairway works its way up onto the second floor.
Like sort of like a trap door, like it would be like a
Just
lighthouse
not
almost.
like it's just walled, like the walls on both sides as you work your way up. So
Okay, okay.
You look in, see it's a stairway up, walk up.
Got it. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you
Anybody
immediately
home?
hear scraping and movement.
There's more corpses here.
Yeah, that sounds like bones.
It's
And as you kind of like look up around the edge, you do see just like coming up from the side, just like a skeleton's face. Loose bits of flesh hanging from it, cold and withered and dried out.
I know my corpses.
And then at full speed,
Why?
spider climbs down the stairs, falling almost to get to you. And then you see a second and a third and a fourth crawling down incredibly quickly. You see a fifth
Ow.
falling atop that pile. 6 as another one drops down. Doesn't
Hey,
even make its
emergency
way.
exit.
And what are you guys doing right now?
run.
You're going to have to make an agility test just to book it as these things run at you. It's just DR6 because they, reacting to the first one.
Easy roll. 11.
Oh.
That's a natty one.
Okay.
That's
And
a
what-
reroll.
What was Harmug's?
Not good enough with my -3.
What a surprise.
Get
So
a
Eric
4.
books it back out through the door,
Yeah.
and you turn on a dime and you look, and you see Clort for a second, like eyes lock with one of these like spider climbing zombies, and then he snaps out of it, books it. Harmug, you failed.
Yeah.
Are you using omens? Or
I'm gonna use an omen. Yeah. Just because you can just make that an auto pass, right? With an omen.
Depending on your
Reroll
roll.
or lower the DC by 3
Oh, okay.
Or 4.
or 4. Sorry.
Oh, then I'll do that. Yeah. I'll lower it by 4.
Yeah, so the same kind of thing for you. You like instinctively like shield up, and then think like, oh, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's too many
Numbers,
to shield up.
Too many.
And
Yeah.
you book it towards the door. And then you're all at the door, and you see them piling up on top of each other, and then begin to move as if they're one, like
So-
a 12-limbed ball moving its way towards you.
No, that's
Hold
nope.
it back.
Nope.
I'm yelling at the zombies.
Yours, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
my
So
zombies.
yours, you scramble up, and they work their way into the doorway and just like
Oh, the
brace.
door.
And then
Hodor.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can see that they like close the door behind them, and then a moment later, you see Philip clap his way up the stairs and crash into the doorway full speed, and then like stagger back a
No,
step.
you-
Too
you
slow to
come.
get in there.
Come, Philip. Come.
He just looks at you.
Yeah.
And then scuffles over towards you instead. Inside, you hear like a war of the dead, like screaming, howling as loud as anything that you can imagine. Inside, and you hear a bit of clanking of bone on bone, and
Like,
You got a
I'm
moment.
running. Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah, full
Fast.
speed.
Like, out
Yep.
of here. Yeah.
Going.
I want
I'm
that
just
door
going to make
open.
this one agility test to see
Sure.
how far you get. It's not really a pass fail.
Ran so
before
far away.
these
15.
zombies are killed. It's pretty good.
Away.
5.
It's not great.
Natural 20.
Nat 20. Okay, that's more successes
That
than
damn
fails then.
wagon.
yeah, you're hurrying with the wagon. Eventually, Clort like does a double take and just lifts up the back of it with you, pulling up on the front. You guys book it together, puffing at full speed. You get like a almost a mile away from this thing, and then you just look back and you see like little dots moving on the snow towards you incredibly slowly. And you
Probably
make your
your
way out of there.
zombies.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so we don't check out ominous towers anymore, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We're also gonna have to do a wide circle past that on the way back.
Oh yeah.
And then you guys find your way close to the smoky pillar. It's a few minutes out of your way. You do see more trees and roots and ruins. Sorry, as you make your way around. Are you going dead for that place, or are you trying to strategically do this in any way?
Right to it.
Right to it. Okay.
Straightforward
We aren't subtle.
adventurers.
No.
All
We
right,
can't be.
let's-
No,
Thanks
we're
a lot, Harmug,
adventurers.
you fuck.
We got that.
Elton 2.0 over here.
Hey, it said Christian 2.0.
Okay.
I heard that accent.
a little bit.
Yeah, my guy's from the fucking. He's like in a cold place. You know what's cold? Russia. You know what doesn't
Can't fight
sneak?
that.
Ray.
No, no, not at all.
He sneaks.
You know, one of these
just
days,
not
I'm gonna play a
successfully.
badass
You name
rogue
a
and
sneaky
surprise you
fucking.
all.
Yeah, I was gonna say one day, but I haven't seen a sneaky character from you yet.
No, you gotta
No.
wait till Silas dies.
Oh, so
Yeah, I'll line it up. Yeah, don't.
So you guys just kind of like book it to the camp, full speed, whatever the
Oh, it's
source
a
of this,
camp.
whatever the source of smoke is. And as you get through clearing, you do see it is a camp. You see a few tents around a central fire, and you hear the murmur of conversation as you're maybe 30-ish feet at the edge of the trees. It's a quiet murmur from a handful of individuals around the fire. Can one of you make a presence test for me?
I will do it.
Do they look like zombies?
They're robed, and you do hear like discussion, though it's very, very muted.
15. Zombies don't talk. So
Yeah, you can tell they
Brain.
don't seem to be zombies. They're definitely discussing something, and like kind of lively discussing, like jovially almost. And yeah, you see 3 tents, almost like a triangle around them, with them sitting around the fire.
How
You guys
many
approach,
people?
or what do you do? With that roll, yeah, you see that there are 5 of them around the fire.
5. 5v4 is not bad.
I was kind of hoping that maybe it'd be like an overturned wagon and it'd been on fire and we wouldn't have to people.
Why
Because
was
you
that
do
what
so
came
well
to your
with the
mind?
undead.
It's because it's what I would have caused.
It's not that. Why would you set the wagon on fire, though?
It's fun. I don't get you. I'm gonna leave this in your guys' hands because I don't want to deal with people.
Maybe they can help.
Maybe they know it's around.
You want to go talk to
Yeah,
them?
maybe. Yeah. I
Might
like
as well.
put down the wagon.
Okay.
Just saunter up behind with them.
Feed him a carrot.
Yeah, as you're working your way out of the edge, you see the 5 individuals. They have like black robes. They've got wide-brimmed, cylindrical style hats as they're chatting. As you get closer, you see most of their backs are to you, and through the smoke, you can see one on the opposite end of the fire. And you notice he has like a black veil covering his face, and you can hear him talking a little bit. But there's just like a fully cloth veil covering the face. And you see that he kind of perches up, noticing you, raising a hand up.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
You see all of them turn around and say, hello, how are you?
Hi, hey,
Hello.
hey, oh, hey, hey, yo, bo, 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 hey.
You don't see many travelers here.
Yeah, it's this is a nice place. It's a nice fire you have here. Little camp out? Weekend boys trip or what?
Yes. We're having a trip. Are you well? You've
Yes.
made it this far.
So far so good. By the way, have you seen the tower with the skeletons? Oh shit.
Which one? And they kind of like laugh to each other.
Oh, is there more? Oh god, no. All right.
This valley is filled with ruins and dead.
How do you feel about that? Is that a positive thing for you or negative?
It's just part of life, you know?
It's just how it is.
That's how it is.
Uh,
Are you
life
men
and
of
death.
science? Are you men of the world? Men of the metaphysical, by any chance?
Metaphysical, sort of, yeah.
How do you feel on the Veil in general?
The Veil. I've pondered the Veil a lot. I haven't decided quite where I land yet. And I kind of like turn over to Clort. I'm like, you know what the fuck the Veil is?
Yeah.
Are you getting married?
I don't think it's that kind of Veil. Fuck, you're stupid.
You don't know?
Shut up. Hey. Ah, fuck, you're no help either. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so much to think about, really. What do you think about the Veil?
Can you make a presence test for me?
They go, what?
A presence test for me.
Yeah. 12.
That's it. He just kind of leans back, and they all kind of like look at each other a little bit, and like, that's a beautiful thing. I'll tell you that. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's quite beautiful. Yeah.
The Veil. That's the Veil. Yes.
And you know, it surrounds us at all times. It's quite an incredible thing, and we are trying to, you know, make efforts to pass through it wherever we please. So far, that's not really working out, but you know, we've taken great strides. And
Gotta keep trying.
can we? Sorry, as you guys are approaching, we
Yes.
just quickly see your medallions, if you don't mind.
Oh, the medallions. I like start patting my pockets. Medallions. Where did that? I don't have a medallion.
Oh, guys, no, we left them in the wagon. Remember, they were weighing us down.
Our other tunics.
What
Uh,
medallions?
They're in your wagon. Then, shall we see them?
I don't know what medallions you're talking about.
They just kind of like hush down into a little huddle, and they're talking to each other.
I'm
Slap their
open
hand
to
over the back of the
learning,
head.
though. I like to learn stuff.
Yeah, you see the one like stand up and kind of like from under the black rags lift up a chain, and on the end of it there is just like this gold, intricately designed medallion. You don't have this, and would you like to earn one?
Oh, shit, it looks cool. What's it do? Or is it just like is it like a badge sort of deal?
In a way.
Okay.
What do we have to do to earn one?
Either pierce the veil
Okay.
or consume a life.
Like eat it. Like consume it into ourselves or just like kill somebody.
I see the two of you, and perhaps all of you. He's looking towards Harmug at the back. Look alive. One of you, not as much. Kind of looking at Philip.
Philip. Yes, I don't know what he is. But he's interesting, isn't he?
He's an undead, it seems. The
Yes.
three of you do not seem to be such, so you are full of life. And if one of you were to consume a life, you could earn a medallion.
How do we consume a life? Like, do I just have to like kill one of these guys?
You see, he just like leans back, reaches down towards the fire and pulls up a stick out of it, and you just see like an arm, very cooked. He just rips off a bite.
Oh, you eat people.
Mhm.
Is there like a a benefit?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
You gain their power or something?
We gain plenty of power.
That's interesting.
Kill it.
You see the 5 of them kind of stand up. If any of you wish to join us, you know what you must do. And eyes the 3 of you. And they all stand with their medallions out. Each of them raise they like raise their hands up in like a stretch and then leave it down at their sides. You see one of them grab just a wayward branch on the ground and hands it towards you, offering it.
Sure.
And as you go to reach for it, it crumbles to dust.
Nope.
Just one of our many powers.
Okay. Can
Do
we
you
have
accept?
can we have some time to think about it? I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to eat somebody today. This is a new development.
And if science never know what to expect, they take their expectations and from them take inventions. Would you like to discover anything today? Can each of you make a presence check for me?
Yeah.
I will make one. Getting flashbacks to us killing you.
Ah, damn it.
I got a 17.
I got a
15.
1.
Clort and Erg, you see below the veil, you see a mouth slowly making its way down. First millimeter by millimeter, then inch by inch. And then it becomes so obvious that Harmug can see it too, as you see the bottom half of a jaw with sharpened and sparse teeth hanging below a mouth that hangs up almost a half foot below the veil's end. You see it begin to salivate and drip as they stand there. And then all just breathing and swaying.
So, just a quick question. If we say no, are you going to try to eat us?
I think maybe everyone here has already decided on their experiment today.
Okay,
And you
got
see
it.
they all start to step towards you.
All right.
Standing out.
I push my way through. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I've eaten worse.
You're okay with this?
I'm going to cast a spell, if I may.
Okay.
You crazy fuck. I'm going to cast Eyelid Blinds the Mind.
Sure.
So D4 creatures fall asleep for an hour unless they succeed a DR test of 14. But let's see if I can cast that fucker first.
You got this, Fitz.
Oh, no, I don't. It's magic.
You got this.
Sure do.
9.
You got
I'll use the other omen.
Yeah.
I can reduce it by 4, and that'll make it a success.
4. Okay. You do see as Harmug leans forward, their eyes do lock on them, but you can sense they were about to rush forward before Harmug said that. And they do have a pressing advantage. And they'll be going first after this.
Okay.
But Harmug does get to react to offering to do it. So that'll happen after this as well.
Cool. See how many I
Right.
get. 3. That's good.
Okay. So is that 3 creatures it affects?
3
Or-
creatures it affects.
Okay.
So I'm obviously aiming for like their entire group, so whatever 3.
There's 5
preferably-
of them total.
Preferably Longmouth, and then 2
Yeah.
others.
So all of them are doing that now, like fanning out.
Oh, they all
we'll
get
just say
to.
the central 3. Yeah, all of
Central
them are
3.
dressed in the same black clothes, cylinder hat,
Ah.
veils, hanging mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, so they all have a DR 14 test
Okay.
that they have to succeed, toughness. If they succeed, they don't fall asleep. If they fuck up, then they fall asleep for an hour.
Okay. The first one will be the guy who is mainly talking, and then left and right of him. One of them passes.
The
First
main
one, huh?
fucker-
Yeah. So the main guy, he just nat 20s through it.
That tracks.
Yeah, you see him stand a little taller as the other 2 fall to his side. He doesn't seem to care at all. And those 2 just fall asleep immediately.
For 1 hour,
Say-
yeah.
For an hour. So
For an hour, yeah.
Not even rounds, like just
So
they're out.
as I was walking forward, and saying "fuck it," I'm pulling the scroll of the Tongue of Iris
Okay.
out.
What does that do?
I'm going to try and confuse one of them for 10 minutes. So that he
Okay.
doesn't really know what's going on.
Sure.
Like it.
And
You do see the
effort-
main one as he's coming towards you saying, "Then consume and destroy one of your friends." because you had
Oh,
offered to.
you better believe
eat
I'm
the
going
flesh.
to.
Yeah, and then you natty 1.
Wait, all right, second omen it is.
Oh, that could have been a catastrophe.
That's soft.
It could have been.
That's soft, and you know it.
He can roll another one.
Yeah, let God eat you sometimes, homie.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go for the nat 20
Ooh,
instead.
Very worthwhile.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you nat 20, and so what is the effects of that?
So a creature is confused for 10 minutes.
Okay.
What it comes to.
So it'll be 20 minutes for the nat 20, and
Okay.
you see him reel back, and he's just like looking at the two guys at his side over and over, like can't like figure it out. You see him like touch one, touch himself, touch one, touch himself. He's like trying to figure out which one of the three he
They look
is.
delicious, don't they?
Uh,
Numbers advantage, guys. Come on.
Yeah, and then you see the other two just kind of scream and rush at you. Eric had kind of taken the lead, so they're forced going to go towards you.
Hate it. Let's go.
Yep. And just make 2 defense tests for me. They come in jaws a hanging.
Can't be touched. That's a 19 and a 16.
Ooh, yeah, quick left, right, swerve
Yeah.
past both of them. You do see as like they raise up their hands, you do see like that black ash that you'd seen the stick turn into. Almost like anything that touches it, even the air itself, like dusts of black snow that's touching him, crumbling to black as they're moving towards you with these hands.
Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, and you're just like, doesn't get you. And both of them then move to the side, looking at Clort and Harmug. But top of the round, Eric and Harmug had a sneak in there, so they can go again, and then Clort last, unfortunately.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go Warhammer, I think.
Yeah.
On one
Okay.
of them. That's a 12. That still helps.
Is this the one going towards Clort or the one towards Harmug?
Clort.
Okay. So as it's running past you, you dodge its attack, you follow up with the Warhammer. Deal roll damage for that.
6 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Max, baby.
You feel like it lands good. It's a good hit. It's still alive, but it's no armor either. Like you crack into it, and it's real hurt, but it's lunging towards Clort still.
Okay.
And then the other one moving towards you, Harmug. What do you do?
Yeah. I didn't have a weapon out at this point, so it's just hook hand. Like
Okay.
faint back and just hook hand in, trying to catch him on the jaw.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. With like the shield arm up too, just like sweet. Roll the attack on that.
Yeah. And then
13.
Yeah.
That hits. Roll damage. I think it's a D6 on the hook,
It is
right?
T6 on that. Another 6.
Another 6. So yeah, you like get this hook right up into like the jaw area, and you start to like pull, and you see like it dislocates at the side as you pull it free. He kind of lunges off towards the side a little bit, screaming.
Anyone ever tell you it's rude to bite your friends?
Fuck them up,
Very
Dustin
true.
Hoffman. Hell yeah.
And then Clort, you see one stumbling towards you after getting warhammered in the back.
Okay, I will try and use Roscoe's Consuming Glare.
Jesus. Okay. What does that do? Well, first try, and then
Yeah, first try.
yeah.
First of all,
A
who's
little
Roscoe?
overpowered now.
The 19.
A little overpowered.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that works. What does it
I
do?
stare real hard at the 4 creatures.
Okay.
Get sleepy and confusey in the back there if you're gonna
I got
fucking.
3, so
Okay.
all 3 that are awake.
Okay. So the confused main guy as well.
And I'm like staring daggers at him.
Mm-hmm.
You see little psychic daggers deal 5 damage to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, you see the two, one sprinting at you, just lifelessly continues its momentum into the ground. The one that Harmug had hooked through the jaw, spinning away, continues its spin straight to the ground. And then the one that's confused just kind of screams, and he's still touching his 2 friends and then himself, and then his 2 friends and then himself, and he's just screaming. And he's the only one alive or awake at the moment, but he is unaware of you. So, how do you guys continue?
Do you
Oh.
think he's the priest?
Maybe let's kill him.
Let's kill him and find out.
Okay.
Give him the hook.
Yeah, I'd say you get +2 on your attacks because he is not really aware of you guys. And yeah, go for whatever you're doing here.
I'll come in for hook hand and just like come in with like a windmill pitch.
Okay.
Try and catch him.
Like right in the crotch.
No, right here, right in the throat.
Oh.
Yeah, right in the throat. Okay.
Well, wait, sorry.
Yeah, you
that
get
was
+2.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah. So that passes overall.
Yeah, and if you guys can like go at the same time, he's not
Okay.
going to get a reaction or anything. And so yeah, hook comes in
for
4 damage. Yeah, he is like wheezing bad, bloodied. Hook coming up out of his mouth through the bottom of it.
Nat 20 on the Warhammer.
Okay.
Roll the 2.
Oh, and what do you guys do? Like, how do your attacks look here?
Oh, I'm just gonna give him the most absolute bonk he's ever had in this goddamn life.
Okay. Yeah, as you see Harmug's like hook come up through the bottom of its mouth, overhand, crack, like head into neck, neck into chest, and chest into the ground.
Yeah.
It is
like I set up
bad.
the watermelon for you.
And he just cracks into the ground, completely very dead. And you just see each of them have one of these intricate golden medallions on their necks.
1,
Definitely
2, 3
taking one.
bodies. 1, 2, 3.
I'm slitting the
pendants.
throats so the 2 guys who are
Oh
asleep,
yeah. It's definitely the next
like
point of.
I'm just finishing up the job.
I
The worst
see
part
Cork do
is,
that and nod in appreciation.
Yeah. The worst part is as you're doing that, you do have to lift a hanging mouth jaw up to see their neck to make that work. But you do it. They are completely asleep. So-
You're like grabbing Jay Leno by the chin.
Yeah, like a
Son of a
triple
shit.
Jay Leno situation. And it just hangs so loose. Yeah, you guys find a medallion each, or there's 5 total if you want extras.
Taking them all.
And,
Take them. Got a whole collection.
They might ask questions
can.
if we have too many.
Ooh.
If
Throw them
we
away.
ever see more people who are part of this cannibal
So we
cult.
found them. It's fine. Probably worth good money too. Honestly, it's gold.
Yeah.
Deal.
Is it real? Yeah.
I go rifling through their tents.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
okay. So, looking through the tent. Gotta go back to the tent, to the camp. Where did my dice go?
¿Dónde está?
What did I tell you guys? Smoke means loot.
You were upset it wasn't a cart.
Yes. I didn't want to deal with people, but this is the way I prefer to deal with them.
Really
okay.
people.
Amongst the trash, this is what you find.
What's the trash?
I will be
The eyes of the icon.
seeing it. Yeah, that again. Is it this one? I haven't even read it yet, but I'll read it out so that everyone's aware. It's an ancient javelin made of an unidentifiable charred and pitted metal. It deals d6 damage. On a critical hit, a lightning bolt strikes the javelin for an additional 2d10 damage, not reduced by armor. On a fumble, the lightning strikes the wielder before releasing the javelin.
I want to see
Used
Ray get hit
indoors
by
as
it.
I was
caution.
just gonna say I can't hold this.
I think you're the like. Do any of us have a positive strength stat?
I do.
Okay, well, one of you two then. I'm not fucking gonna try to fucking throw that with a
Yeah.
-2.
Yeah.
Get zapped before it leaves my hand.
That's the
It
Volt
looks pretty
thrower.
cool.
So what's it
Yeah.
called? The
Fine.
bolt thrower?
Bolt thrower.
I hate this font.
They're fancy, okay?
It looks like an H.
It does a little bit. It's connected at the bottom.
I thought it was a V, like Volt thrower.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's Volt. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I'm right. Oh,
The Volt.
I thought it was more like Volt with a V.
Like a W.
The W.
Volt thrower.
That's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
got the potential for
we found
crazy
some cool
power.
stuff.
Okay.
What time of day is it right now, by the way?
It's
Oh.
still daylight.
Missed a clock.
Yeah, maybe verging on evening.
I might pack up. Do you guys have tents? Do we want to steal some of these
No,
tents?
that's part of what I'm doing is tearing down the
Okay,
tent.
perfect.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, we'll tear down
Stuffing that
some
in the
tents
wagon.
and throw them in the
Take
wagon.
down the tents. Okay. Yeah, wagging it up. And
Yep.
where are you guys headed now?
gonna like kick down the fire and everything, so like none of their friends come looking for them. And
Hmm.
Is it snowy here? Or?
It's almost like perpetually just like a little bit, like a little
Okay.
soft drift.
So not like 2 feet of snow sort of deal.
No, there's like always like a few inches on the ground in most places that you've been so far, but it's not like not troublesome.
Okay. So where do we want to go from here? Like,
do we
do we
wish
want
to
to
circle
go
back
like
north?
west a little?
Go a little northwest, west.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So like the northwest hex from where we are now, I think. Right. Yeah. Cool.
You make your way northwest. In the distance, you do see a massive frozen lake sprawling out more towards the west as it dissipates into the fog. And as you make your way northwest, are you moving through or are you sticking around and investigating the area?
We need to find a priest still. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
investigate.
investigate.
We just need to be cautious of towers.
Well, each of you make a
And
presence test for me.
And
Hell
campfires and basically everything.
15.
So, Erg, you realize that Sarku told you the priests look a little like him, and he gestured to like his black robes and black things and says, but they don't have eyes. Thinking back, the veiled individuals didn't reveal eyes and had black robes and cloaks. So the
Then I look at
keys
the
you may be
5
looking
medallions.
for, as you look at them, you see inside the medallions like clockwork moving inside, beneath like intricate overlays of gold. Seems that maybe this will be what you're looking for.
I think we have like 5 keys.
Okay, it's just like one each sort of deal.
I think we only need 1 overall, but we're overachievers.
It's gonna be like some kind of high score, I think.
Sure.
I did that purely to see Mike break a little.
God damn it. The retro shit's coming out again.
So yes, are you moving through this hex or?
Yeah, I think we
I
just
will
keep
say you
moving.
do see like more ruins. You almost always there's ruins. Like you see like almost like a conservatory with like a big cracked dome ceiling as you're going by. But yeah, up to you. If you're investigating, you're sticking around. Potential danger, potential treasure, or you're moving on.
What do you guys say? You want to check out the conservatory, or do we wish to keep going?
You can check it though.
Let's
Went
check
super
it out.
well last time.
Yeah. I lost a couple zombies last time.
Should have made more.
I can.
Then, as
It
you
might be a little less fleshy though.
work your way towards the conservatory, can you each roll a presence test for me?
Yes. 13.
13.
3.
Harmlug starts like walking up the stairs towards the door. That's like a little bit ajar and puts his hands on it. And Eric and Clort, you both see through some like very dusted glass at the edges as you're coming up towards it. Big shapes moving inside. Can you make an agility test to see if you can catch him in time before he opens the door?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get them to make the agility, please.
Natural 20.
18.
Yeah, you both crush it, and you do it silently, like just like wide-eyed, see big shapes inside, shoulder to shoulder, pull them back.
Don't do that. There's big shit in there.
Big.
Just nod, like, step back.
Yeah, and
Are
like,
we able
you
to?
can see the sheet of glass that's very dusted over, and you can see at it a little bit. You can inspect if you wish. You can do whatever, or you can just get out of here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of want to. I want to peek into the glass. I want to see what the
Yeah.
big shit is.
I can get a better look at it.
Yeah, just roll another presence test. See how you can get through here.
7.
Well,
Clor, you can see like you're doing like the hand against the glass thing's barely working. You get a little bit of the outside dust off, and you see through. You see the shape of more of these rot priests, and you see them like playfully holding up limbs of bodies, like pretending to throw them. And then you see the big shape move, and then they pretend to throw it, and you see the big shape move, and then they do throw it, and you see something that's like already a hulking 8 feet jump into the air. And snap onto these the limbs that are thrown into the sky. As it whirls its body around, you see giant horns as its silhouette moves through the air, and it crashes to the ground, and you feel the whole earth shake. And you see a second one stalking around. As another one is pretending to throw a treat and throws it up into the air and does the same, and another crash, and the earth shakes.
I just turn around, and kind of, you know what? We should leave.
Okay. Let's go.
Like right now.
You're getting out of here. Scooting your boots, which way do you want to go?
The
Keep
north,
going
to the
northwest, I
north?
think.
North.
North? All right.
Moving north.
Yeah.
Moving up. As you get closer towards a bit of like a central shadowy figure, you do see a bit of a cathedral type shape through the fog to the northwest. Are you scooting through, or are you looking?
I think we gotta stop looking at places. It's never good. I think we just gotta go.
Sometimes it's good. You do see, similar to the first, as you're making your way through here, you do see another walled garden. This time it's like circular, and it like moves up onto several levels as it spirals around itself.
Gardens have been
I'm
good
Trish
for us,
Aaron.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we gotta check it out. We're already
All
here.
right, fine.
Let's go stomp some flowers.
As you guys are making your way up, can you each roll a presence test again?
8.
15. At least one of us got it.
I don't think Ray's passed a
7.
single presence.
I don't
No,
know if
no,
he's
not gonna
passed any rolls without an omen.
That's like
No.
one of his high stats.
Yeah.
I have a thing with digital dice. I don't know what it is.
And physical dice.
No,
Yeah.
physical dice are normally
And
on
metaphysical
average
dice.
okay.
Yeah.
Metaphorical dice.
Metaphorical dice.
Philosophical dice.
You, Lord, your eyes kind of like are unfocused at the top of one of these spiraled gardens. As it moves up into like almost fractals, little gardens up on itself, and you can see a pathway would lead up to these individual little dots. And you see these little like bumps in the walls, and you count out like 3 different little bumps. And as they're making their way up the first curving steps into like the first swirl of this fractal garden, you see the heads move. And you are aware that these bumps are looking back at you as the others make their way up, step, step, step.
Oh shit! Right, yeah. Up we go.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I slyly gesture to the wall that's staring at you.
Yeah. And as you look up, you see directly above you cylinder hats, 2 of them looking down over the edge with black veils. And they're not moving, but they are quite obviously looking at you over maybe a 12-foot stone wall.
Hello, brothers. And
We
I
have medallions.
show them medallion.
New initiates.
Yeah. Oh, then come right up, why don't you? Why didn't you say so?
All right.
Cool.
Up
Yeah.
we go.
With
Are you bringing the
confidence.
cart up these steps with you? Or are you...
No, no.
Do you need a hand harm mug?
Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. No, we'll leave it down here.
Okay. So
Fun
as
to
you're
ramp
making,
down though.
yeah, anything that you wouldn't immediately be holding in your hands or in a pack would be in the cart. So just keep in mind if it's like a big thing you don't say you got right now,
Yep.
it's not going to be with you. and then you make your way up. And in the first garden that you see spirals off into a 5-step little walkway into another garden, which moves off into a higher garden. You see that there are 2 of the individuals here. They move back towards these seats benches that go across little bits of frozen flowers and grass and little shrubs and stuff. And you can see that they are just cutting into like a log of meat and just cutting it up like cured meat kind of thing. And they're
Cured human, more like.
as far as you can tell, that seems to be their main source of yums. So, and they just start cutting it up and like, oh, come on, sit. And you guys are, I'm assuming, just wearing the medallions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one each.
Right? Yeah. Not
Just
We're
so
not
clear.
double
over here.
fisting.
We don't want to show off, you know.
And then as they're kind of sitting, oh, you must be new to the fold.
Yeah, we were just learning about the veil and
We haven't gotten our uniforms yet.
no.
I see. But you've earned your way. That's great. Soon you will pierce your veil and be adorned with your own.
Yep.
This is exciting.
It is.
Very
Many
exciting.
times.
Oh, please. And they start shuffling out slices of the meat, like
Oh,
kinda salami style.
We just got these. That's I'm so full. I don't think I could use another
Just
bite.
ate.
Yes.
It's fine. It's just a little tradition.
Ah,
You know. You meet a group, you eat with the group. It's just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grab a slice and I put it in my mouth, but like in my gums.
Can you make a presence 6 just to see if you're like able to like convincingly play that off?
Yeah, that can't possibly go wrong.
Hey, you don't have like a -3, so you're
No, I know it, I got it.
yeah, you just like pretend to chew, tuck it, chipmunk it into your cheek. and then
Yeah,
buy it.
can I just pretend to eat it and just palm it
Like
instead?
palm it,
Yeah, it'll be the same.
Yeah, I'll do that.
DR6.
I don't want to put it in my mouth. Natural 20. I take 2 slices.
Yeah.
Fake it.
Yeah, you go for both and like looks like you're shoveling them back, just like magician style, like going into the sleeve as it goes to your mouth.
Is that paprika?
And then Clort, you go to like throw it into your mouth over the shoulder, and it just full on like hits the edge of your gear, flaps up onto your shoulder, unceremoniously rolls down your body onto the ground.
I'm such a klutz.
You're so drunk
I'm so sorry.
still or something.
I go reach back for it.
They're kind of like eyeing you a little bit, like it's okay, you know, it's hard. They kind of eye themselves.
He's nervous.
I was dropped when I was born, so I have moments where it just, my arm twitches and the thing just goes.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. That's no problem. He just carves off a little slice and hands it to you. It's fine.
Thank you.
A drink? Anybody?
I'm okay.
No. It's
I'm
tradition. It's tradition.
I'm on keto.
You don't have to drink much.
I
It's
just need
tradition.
the water.
It's fine.
It's keto.
You see, he gets like he gets like a wine skin, and offers up like these like almost like ivory little cups and pours out into each of the 3 cups. They're just like almost like just slightly larger shot glasses, and pours out some wine into each of the 3. And like it's fine. You don't have to fill up. It's just tradition. You know how it is. You got
I
your
grab
medallion.
it and I do like the sniff test. I want to know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
It's got like a winey scent underneath the copper.
Does it have a bloody scent?
Yeah. I kind of side eye everyone. Like, yeah, it's.
I just drink it. It's just fucking blood. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're having it.
That's
Can I just get a
fresh.
toughness 8 from each person that are
Is
drinking
that
it?
fresh? That must be real
Alright.
fresh. 11, thank God.
I rolled a 12.
Ray rolled a natural.
The other two
You know what?
get it
I'm gonna
down.
let this one play. I'm gonna let it play.
The other two get it down. Harmo, as soon as it touches your tongue, the meat that was held in your cheek slides down into your throat, and you can feel it half caught, and just like your breathing is like fumigating, like aromatic smell and taste of human flesh is moving through your body as you can taste human blood on your tongue, and you just vomit like
Yeah.
everywhere, retching. You can see like little bits of the meat coming up out of his mouth.
Like that scene in Team America World Police.
It's bad. And you see the other one's kind of alarmed, like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you fine?"
He hasn't been feeling well.
Sorry, I must have caught a bug. This came through here.
Oh, okay. You see their like shoulder or like move their
I know.
elbows. up in
Isn't
front
he
of their-
disgusting?
I'm terribly sorry.
Okay.
We should just go and minimize your chances of catching anything. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. And they kind of like raise a finger up to a shape, and you see on one of the higher gardens like a hat looking over the edge. And you see him like raise up, and you see like a bow come up over the side of the crossbow. It's totally fine. We don't want to get sick. Just please get out of here. Go.
Yeah, we'll go.
We'll go.
Yep,
Thank you very
absolutely.
much for the meal, though. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's fine. Hopefully you can find chips and get your gear.
Yeah, we'll see you at the meeting.
What?
Okay.
The
East to the south, you can see the camp,
Oh,
and they point out to.
That's what. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. And I guess you guys scramble out of there.
I like take like a long drink from like the water skin, like swish it around in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm like
Oh, fucking,
Scraping the tongue.
Get away from me.
You're disgusting.
I'm disgusting.
Yes, you're disgusting.
No,
You actually put the
that's-
human meat in your
It
mouth.
was-
When we're like away from the garden, I'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
saying,
you're
Yeah,
You actually put
Alright,
that
I'm
shit in your mouth?
not a master of sleight of hand like you guys, clearly.
You're not,
Like Clort.
not the master of
Yeah,
keeping.
I didn't eat a human.
It's true.
I didn't
And then you drank it
intend to
too.
eat the human.
You put it in your mouth.
You
to
tasted
savor
more
the
human
flavor.
today than we did. I'm
Are-
just
you
saying.
drank blood too. How is this all on me?
Nah, but you had the skin too. You had the meat and the blood.
And can you make another toughness test?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just,
I'm glad you
just-
asked.
Just real quick. And whoever's taking the lead, which direction are you guys going?
That's a 13. No, 15.
You hold it back. You hold it back. It hits. The bottom of the throat, but you hold it back.
Do we want to check out the giant cathedral, or do we want to try and find White Eyes?
Yeah, and as you guys are moving north, you do see this cathedral through the like fog dissipate, and it's like kind of ornate, like almost like a white ivory with like gold inlays and like moving up around it. It doesn't look as terrible as like most of the stone shitty structures you've seen so far.
Might be a good way to.
It's definitely
Get out
going to
of the
be like
elements.
a home base for
Yeah.
the priests.
And I think we already have what we need. And honestly, I kind of look over at Parmog. I'm like, he's just going to fuck it up anyway, so let's just keep going.
Listen here, you cocky son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Just
we
because
know
you're
you
right
have a
doesn't mean I have to
sensitive
like
stomach.
it.
Let's go northeast then, away from.
Yes. Yeah. Give it a wide berth.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of like
Moving
your mom, huh, Clort?
northeast, you find yourself moving kind of towards the edge of the tree line a little bit. In the distance, you can see the forest is ending. You do see a large, as you're like making your way towards the edge of the forest, you do see a small ziggurat, definitely worn, broken down, but piling around itself in a cubic shape. Little ziggurat here with a doorway and like a walkway down into it. But again, up to you. Take the 15 minutes or move on.
Maybe it's an access to the Veil.
Maybe.
I mean, or maybe you get lucky and find another cool spear.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Take the-
Okay.
Call us the maybe babies.
All right, you as you work your way down the steps, it's just maybe 8 little steps down into the ziggurat, and then you're already within it. It moves under the ground a little bit, um, and then you see immediately a torch lit at the end of a small, like 10 across, 20 feet away from you, a small little room that you're in with a little bit of the pale light coming in behind you. You see a torch lit on a doorway or hallway that moves into a split path. You see rock wall beyond this, and 2 hallways that go to the left and right, and the torch is lit.
Grab the torch and go left.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside, making your way to the left, you see it's a very tight. As soon as you get into this, where the torch is, the hallways are maybe like 3 feet across, and at times you're like having to like move sideways just to like get through them. And inside, you see as you open up into the room with Eric's lantern and this torch lighting up the area, you see what looks like almost like a church. You see pews and little tables. And on one end, off the right, you see a little table up against a wall, and you see a figure that's back to you writing, and you hear sketching and a little candle on the table there.
In this room, do we see any indicators or motifs similar to what we've seen from these priests?
Make a presence test for me. And
I would like to do the same.
yeah, each of you make a presence test.
I got a 6.
I got an 11.
Hey, there it is.
You do see on the floor like a shape that's kind of similar to the inlays on the medallion. It's almost like this interwoven star shape on the ground, just etched into it a little bit. But aside from that, it's just stone and wooden benches. And again, to the right, a little table, someone sketching on paper with a candle. And
I motion at them like,
Not being sneaky. Hello, brother.
I was
I'm
waiting.
making sure my medallion's like out and visible.
Yeah. You just see them like kind of stretch back. Just, I've been waiting.
Or
That's fantastic.
oh,
We're here.
For you, and you turn, and it's Sarku, and
oh,
I had taken a little break on my venture north. Got a few friends, and he waves off to the left in the shadows where there's a bit of lights and like cupboards and stuff. You see 3 bodies just leaned up into the open doors, and you have Philip straggling behind you. He just kind of like loosely nods to those, and they loosely nod back.
shit, I forgot about him.
He's just been like quietly following you like a silent dog. Are we ready to venture towards the Veil?
you need these, right?
Absolutely. And you see he's very happy. We only need one, but for the best bet, it's good to spread them out.
Okay.
Do you mind if I hold one?
Quick question.
course.
What's your stance on eating people?
It's a complicated relationship.
Oh God, do you eat people too? Don't listen.
He looks over to the bodies in the corner. They do have to make them this way.
What?
Now don't take any offense to this.
Okay.
They were like you days or weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and then they were like you saw them on the tree,
Uh-huh.
and now they're like this.
What's that
And
have to
I'm
do with...
responsible for all of those stages.
Why did you kill them?
How?
And why...
Exactly.
How are you going to kill us, potentially?
I'm not aiming to kill you.
Okay.
I am aiming to destroy Akun.
Okay.
It's very hard to do it alone.
Right.
Many that come here do not know of her and are not willing to help me.
Okay.
So I make them more persuasive. You know, make them believe in my cause a little more.
Okay.
Many
it's
come.
a just cause.
It is.
Yeah.
I would love to not be in eternal damnation. That would be fantastic. And as well, it seems you've met some of the rot priests themselves.
Awful people. That's why
Quite
I
awful.
wanted to know if you were going to try to eat us.
Many that come here are looking to join their order.
Oh.
I don't feel overly bad about turning them into
No, that's
Philip,
fair.
for example.
No,
Oh,
nor should you. And really, in the end, all means are justified, aren't they?
Exactly.
Ah!
Whatever you need
Yeah.
to do.
Okay.
I agree with this.
So where do we need to go now?
Yeah.
North, to the Vale. You have the key.
We have lots.
And he stands up from the chair. It's scraping up against the stone behind him, and he stretches out. And you see he looks much more lively, like strong and almost like beautiful a little bit, especially with like, again, the silver specks and like a little bit see-through in bits. Then it seems north is the direction we would like to go. Come. And he just pulls those three almost against their will, like stumbling out of the little thingies, and then they follow after him. Shall we exit?
Yeah. I
Unless
give
you
him
want
a
to-
medallion if he needs one. You
There
need
is
one, right?
also... Oh, absolutely.
Yep, here you go.
Takes it, wraps it up around his wrist.
Mhm.
There are many rooms here. There's no one inside. If you wish to take a quick look for things that may aid you, but
Sure.
either way, they're of little use to me. And he sees me like tries to like grab some things, and they just like they don't really stick too good. Like all the mundane things.
Yeah.
Right.
You see, even like as he's like tucking away the little pen, you see it's like flecked with silver. But everything else doesn't seem to hang on to him too good. And so, you know, irons and such are useless to me, but
What's if you don't mind me asking, what's the silvery stuff that makes you able to hold the pen?
perhaps part of my curse. He pushes his hands towards you, and you can feel like it cold and presses into you a bit too far, like maybe a half centimeter. You see like the hand go through you a bit, and a bit of force.
Mhm.
And then whatever's tethering me here is tethering me lightly, I suppose.
Okay.
All right.
Did you have the pen with you when you got tethered? Is that why it's the same?
It was hers. Akun.
That's it. Yep, that's the name. I knew that. Okay.
Hmm.
Cool. Yeah, we'll take a quick look around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll rifle through some of the rooms.
I'll
Yeah,
be right outside.
likewise.
And he just motions to the bodies, and they follow him out the little passage and out the way. Okay. Take a little look around. You see a bunch of like old, weathered rooms. Nothing particularly ornate. As you're working your way through, you do see a little throne with like a chest behind it.
Oh, I'm gonna check that out. Can I take a look to make sure it's not trapped
Check the
first?
traps.
Yeah, make a presence test for me. It'll just be. It doesn't matter. I was gonna
It's
say
trapped now.
Yeah, I was gonna say just a DR6, but you got a nat 1.
Yeah, sure did. If anybody else wants to check for traps, though.
Well, with a nat 1, you're checking
Yeah,
for
okay.
traps. You're moving your hand around it,
Yeah.
and you're checking it out.
Yeah.
Looks good. Go to lift
Sweet.
the flap. Instantly, poison darts up towards the ceiling. One slicing right through the side of your neck. You take D4 damage. You take 5 damage. Do you have armor?
I do. I have armor and a shield.
Okay, so 4 damage with the shield and
Yeah.
full armor.
Yeah. That's a 2, so.
Okay, so you
2
just
damage.
take 2 damage.
That's not so bad.
And can you do a toughness test for me?
Oh, fuck yeah. 3.
It just feels itchy to you.
Oh, fuck, shit. Oh, man.
Be careful.
I know. Someone else look at this, and I'm gonna bust out my medicine kit.
Yeah,
And,
I'll look at the chest to see if there's anything in it that's not trying to murder or any hidden compartments.
As you kind of like give it a once over, You hear like a click, 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 and you see another set of arrows kind of work their way into position. And you just get the feeling of being watched. Like on the back of your neck, the hairs rise up.
Can I like look around to see like what might be odd in the general vicinity?
Yeah, make a presence test for me. It's 12 as usual.
I can heal with my medicine kit, right? Like you're fine if I roll that?
Yeah, go for it.
Actually, presence 10
Wonderful.
because I'm a Ketterborn scum.
Oh, you have plus 2 to that?
Oh, it reduces the DR to 10,
Okay.
but I rolled a 15.
Okay. As you're looking around the room, you see like a pretty shitty painting, and you can see the eyes are cut out.
Okay. Like, are they moving at all, or is it just like too?
You don't
blank?
see motion right now, but as you like move towards it, you see that it's clearly darkness behind 2 eye holes cut out in this painting.
I look around the edge of the painting to see if there's like a latch or a button, or if I'm able to just pull it.
As you're doing that, you like looking around, feeling around. You just feel like the canvas itself is just it can give way.
Right.
You think, yeah, as you cut it up, it's just there's like a 4x4 cutout in the wall here, and darkness inside.
Nah, stick the torch through.
You
And then my
lean
head.
in. It's like maybe 3 feet up or so. Leaning in, you do see like this 4x4 cutout continues off to the right, and it's just like a long tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Someone was watching you. You guys
Cool.
good?
I'm itchy.
Armog? Wait,
Fine.
why are you itching?
I don't know. The fucking dart, man. It wouldn't. Whatever hit me, it wouldn't count as an infection, would it? Because medicine kit does stop an infection.
Well,
I
I guess
if I
not.
still feel
I guess
itchy.
you still feel the itch, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I think I'm allergic to whatever metal it hit me with. Anybody got some reactant? Not a
I only
sponsor.
have Benadryl.
Ah, shit. Well, if it
Sorry.
swells up, thanks.
You want to go check that out, Claude?
Yeah,
Wanna go crawling in a hole? Go, by all means, go ahead.
my bread and butter.
All right, you get up in there.
I give Harmug the javelin and I pull out my dagger.
Okay.
Tighter space, you know.
Yeah.
Need more mobility.
It's pretty small. You start working your way through. Armug's got a cool lance, javelin thing. Looking out. Can you roll a presence test for me, Armug?
Yeah. Let's just see that fail real quick.
There we go. That's a 16.
You're kind
First,
of like just like gesturing at all the things you've got. You got a cool shield, cool hook hand,
Got a
cool
black
javelin.
heart. Yeah.
You look
Ace in
down
my
at the
hip.
medallion at your chest, and then you remember that room with the previous markings. You remember just like this one moment where you just like absentmindedly stepped over a small little hole in the ground, about the size of the medallion. Same markings as the medallion. And then Clort, you are making your way down the tunnel. Harmug, what do you do?
I'm thinking on that one. Give me 1 sec.
Sure. Clort, you're making your way down a little tunnel. Eventually you kind of find like, as you're feeling around, can you give me a presence test for me?
Oh, I suppose. 14.
You're feeling as you're like moving around. Do you have a light as well? Dagger in one hand, light in the other?
Dagger in one, torch in the other.
Okay. So you got torch and the dagger. You're kind of like crouching, using elbows as much as you can to like get your way through here. And you feel a thunk, and you notice that like pretty obviously it turns from kind of a stone passage, and then there's a spot where there's a bit of a wood overlay on the ground. And are you feeling around? You do feel like a little notch cut out in the side of the wood.
Okay. I use the torch to take a little look.
It just kind of, as you like looking at it, you kind of see two hinges on the far side and a notch facing toward you, and you can tell this is probably a trapdoor of some kind.
Okay. I like just quickly scan to see if it's gonna, kill me. Like
Sure. Make a presence test for me.
13.
Okay. Looking at it, you kind of like, put the torch behind your head so you can like look at the light it casts through the little hole. I think Tail's probably just crashed or something. And then you see, you just see space below. You don't even see like anywhere around the edges of this where there could be anything attached to it. It's just a very basic wood with hinge. There's no room for there.
Okay. I will open the hatch.
Just creak up the hatch and Harmug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
The medallion.
grabbed the extra medallion that I have. I'm like, nobody will know. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
drop it in.
Yeah, you work your way back out to the previous room, going around the hall, leaving Eric kind of scratching himself.
Could be Trish.
You work your way over and you put it in, and you feel like it does fit. It kind of it's raised up a little bit, but it does fit. It fits really well.
Does it turn or anything if I?
Give me a presence test.
I can't because actually here.
Did
hold
it
on.
crash?
Yeah, it did crash. It's all right.
For you. We can't use the board.
I wasn't sure. Just like a little pop up with no language and a red thing on it. So I was like, that's bad, probably.
It's all right. I've got a die roller here.
Yeah.
I will spend an omen for a reroll.
Okay.
What? I thought you were good with physical dice, right?
He's using his
Especially
phone.
Not physical dice.
True, he's using his phone. Yeah.
17.
17. Yeah, you notice that this feels kind of like a latchkey situation where you, once you've pressed it in, would need to press and turn for it to activate.
Okay. Will do.
Okay. Do you do that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you press it in and it begins to turn and it glides. Like it feels pretty good. And then we zoom back. We see Erdvil scratching his neck, and then we see Clort lifting up the trapdoor. And as you open it, you are immediately face to face with a little beady-eyed guy who kind of screams. And then you see a goblin launching up towards you.
Okay.
And
I'm fighting back.
okay, yeah, you can make an attack roll, but you see him lunging up towards you, dagger first.
All right. Oh, that's only a 10.
Yeah.
That did not hit.
You see it comes up towards you. Can you make a defense roll as well?
14.
Yeah, the dagger goes up around the side of you, missing. Its hands grab onto you to like hold on instead of falling back down into the hole. And you can see he looks at your neck. He goes, oh, and he drops and lets go. You're not the new friend.
What's going on?
You're not him. You're not him. And he scoots back inside, kind of skittering away into the dark a little bit, and you can hear his footsteps slapping off.
Yeah,
and you just hear him saying, like, got a new friend, come real soon. He's like really happy.
I'm like full John McCain right now. Like,
yeah.
I'm going through this.
Yeah, you cut down into like a little tunnel, and you're working your way forward. And he works his way in, and you see him like open up into like it's still very short but wider, and there's like a little hay spot that he's sitting into, and he points a dagger up to you. I'm just waiting. And you begin to hear around you just grinding, the sound of grinding, louder than anything. You can barely even hear like your own breathing or this thing as it's like heaving and like talking. You can see its mouth moving, but you can barely hear what it's saying. And
Who's your friend?
He's my friend. He's not your friend.
Yeah, who's your friend?
He's my friend. Not
Who
your
is it?
friend. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Got him. Got him right in the neck.
Oh, okay. What did you hit him with?
The good stuff.
Is he gonna die?
No. He's gonna become better.
Better how?
Better like me.
Oh no.
Did you used to be human? That was happening?
Maybe I was dirty once. I don't know.
Is there any way to stop or speed up what's happening?
You could sleep. I'd speed it up.
Oh, okay.
No way to stop it.
Okay.
I gotta go. And you see he's trying to like run away now. So
I will
whatever.
chase him as quickly as I can.
Okay. And we see them scampering through the hallway as Clort is now trying to shuffle his way after a little goblin in the dark. And Harmug, you see the Ziggurat, each of its layers. As your hand is pressing down onto this, you can feel that they are turning and clicking. And Eric, you can see like through like a little window on the side that like the distance is changing. Like there's little lines moving and they look like trees, but they're moving. And you can tell that the world around you is shifting a little bit. Harmug, within a moment, you see Sarku's hand reach around into the main exit way, and you see him like pull himself into the room as if trying to get onto something in motion. And he comes in, and you see like the little hands of the little zombies that he's created like flip away, and he runs into the hole and just looks at you like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Key. Found a hole.
There was a hole, and he's like, he looks down at the medallion, kind of wide-eyed. Oh no, this is not good. Not good.
So
Okay.
He's filling holes. That's how they work.
Can you make an agility test for me?
Yeah, that will go well.
You're so good at those, right?
My
Oh,
best stat.
He's incredible at it.
Can't even get it in the 13.
13. Yeah, you see from the ceiling a like silver thorned crown kind of drifting down, and it was drifting to land on your head, and you kind of like catch it at the last moment, and you're holding it.
Yeah.
It's just like a silver crown,
Hook.
where the thorns of it are like rotating around the crown without touching it. Like there's like almost like a circlet, and then like a full inch or two away from that, they're rotating slowly around the circlet.
Well, that's ominous. You know what this is?
What makes me very uncomfortable is that I don't.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I don't trust floating crowns. It's no way to, source of government. I'm just going to like go over to like one of the chairs and just kind of like tuck it under one of the cushions.
Can you make a toughness test for me?
Yes.
It's DR 14.
That's high.
Yes, hi. 13. I'm going to spend my last omen.
Okay.
Lower the DC.
Yeah, you can lower the DC.
Yeah.
You feel like for a split second, like there's no way in hell you're letting go of this thing. And then you open your hand and it falls away onto the ground.
I wouldn't touch that. I could like give it like a sort of like tentative boot. All right, get it away from me.
Sarku like actually run after it into the room. It's possible this is a key, and he goes and picks it up. And you see it just in his
Eric,
hand.
don't let him put it on.
And you just hear that out from the other room. It's like, don't let him put that on. And scratching at your neck.
Running, I guess.
And you come running out, and you just see Sarku Let's do a quick little roll here. Just raising the crown up in slow motion, placing it above his head. And you have 1 moment to react.
I will try and fuck. I'll try to cast Eyelids Blind the Mind. I'll try to put him to sleep. I don't know if this
Okay.
fucking guy can
All
sleep,
right,
but
cast
I'll
that.
try to do it. Hup. 7.
It's not a catastrophic failure, just a failure.
No.
So
That's still
you
bad.
still take
Enough to end
damage,
the
I
world.
believe. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah, still
D4
gonna take-
damage, and then you're
D2.
dizzy for an
D2.
hour. Oh, D2 damage and dizzy for an hour.
I'll take it. 1 day.
Just 1 damage, but spells won't work for the next hour.
That's fine.
As you see Sarku, the crown connects to his head. His eyes that went from white to black now go black to red, and the thorns around his head begin to spin. And you see, like, the silver becomes a whirl of silver, and then a very still red crown is there. Every moment, as if it like does a revolution, there's like a still red crown, silver blur, still red crown. And you see that. And then you see above him a small wisp of fog twirl around his head. And Clort, you have a little goblin. Can you roll an agility test for me?
Kill that fucking thing. Kill it, Dad.
12.
Okay. You see his like little feet right there in front of you as you're like now within arm's reach, just like scrambling through this thing, and he's like tunneling, just like and laughing, just like new friend. And you see he's like taking left and right down these little like hole. And you're able to grab onto him. What do you do?
Oh, I start like climbing up his little body.
Okay, so he's like unable to move, and then you kind of hear him like squeak, like thinking he was getting away from you, as like this whirling, loud grinding of the building is continuing, and you're on him. What do you do?
My friend, not your friend.
Okay. Can you make a melee attack for me?
Yes. Well, possessive. I like that. You.
19. Can you roll damage?
I'm using the Claw of the Sloth dagger.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh, slow his ass down.
I didn't get the slow.
And get the slow. But you deal no damage. Is a D2 armor. And the first just bounces off his skin, and then he kind of turns on a dime and just spittles and screams into your face with claws towards the side of your head. Can you make a defense test?
Sure.
You got this guy. This is an easy 1v1 for you.
15.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You just like squeeze out back right in time as like his claws come together, and he screams at you angrily again. And he kind of curls out, like keeping eyes on you, folds his body back to like crouch down, looking at you, and he's going in for another strike. Erg, you see this flickering crown around Sarku's head, and you slowly see the funnel of fog moving around him, moving down to like encircle his body. And then suddenly there's basically a foggy, misty tornado whirling around him in the middle of the room. And you feel like cold spritz of fluid and air and little sparks coming out from around this tornado as the both of you see it. The same fog from outside apparate here.
How bad do we think this is?
So bad.
Okay. I'm going to run and try to fucking tackle him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yep. Perfect. Strength is my forte. 6. I think that passes, right?
Oh, 6 is always a pass. It's a lucky number.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you tackle through, you see the back of Sarku spin towards you, and you see the face of someone you've never met. You see wild horns stretching out from their forehead, spinning around black, like crazy wiry hair. And then you lock onto 2 bright red eyes, flickering like the crown itself. And you see it grab your throat. in this stillness of suddenly the center of a storm, Harmug, you see Ericville jump into one side, doesn't come out the other.
You hear a record scratch, and you hear, "Bet you're wondering how I got here."
Yeah. And Flort,
Mhm.
can you make a defense test for me?
Oh, I don't get another thingy? Okay. That's an 11.
Yeah, you see the goblin lurches forward on all fours, and for a moment it looks like he just lets go, and somehow gravity takes him sideways into you, crashing, and the weight of him pushes you down the duration of the places you had walked from, like this entire tunnel, back towards the exit. And as you're falling, you take D4 damage. So I'll just where'd my D4?
Is that reduced by armor at all?
Yeah, this is pure physical stuff. 2 damage.
Look at the max.
That's 1. Does the shield do anything or no?
Sure. Yeah, he's like crashing into you. You can get it up in time.
Okay, so then I don't take anything.
Okay. So you fall back down, like sliding down a chute into the little area that he had pulled you into. And suddenly sideways, you can see the trap door is now an up pushing door that has fallen back closed due to gravity, and you are now sideways. And Harmug, you see a tornado as it slowly begins to dissipate. And left in the wake, you see the exact same figure, wild black hair, horns, holding Arville by the throat.
Not today. And like, what did I say about crowns being a sort of like a method of choosing government? I like come in with the spear
Okay.
and try and just get
Oh,
it.
give
right
me
in the
that nat
face.
20. Give me
Oh,
that
I'm
nat
really
20.
hoping.
Or nat 1.
Also good.
That one is spicy.
But let's go with a 6?
6.
We established that was a lucky number, right?
That's a lucky number. Yeah, you go with the javelin, chuck it, goes right between like her arm and Argville, like right over its throat. But Argville, you don't even notice because we are locked onto these eyes and this mouth that's slowly getting wider. And you, despite the grinding of the machine of this ziggurat, you see her eyes almost like widen into sparks and it screams into your face. Can you make a presence test, TR12?
Yeah.
Like a heavy metal scream. She's just gonna shred your face.
Fine,
You just
I'll-
feel your body fall limp.
Hold on. Don't even. I'm gonna
You're
use my
gonna-
other omen.
You're gonna omen
I've
reroll.
been really trying to hold that last one.
Oh,
but
it's the last one.
yeah, I think
It's
we're out
worth
of
it.
time. Yeah, I know. All right, you do better. 15.
Okay. With a 15, you feel like your body's like falling limp as if something's wrapping around you. And then as you pull free, you see 3 other eyes on her face light up red. And you see like 5 eyes that are like a little bit jittering across her face, lock into you as you pull free of her grasp. Yeah. What do you do?
Only one thing to do. Shield hammer. It's go time, baby.
All right, go. And so, yeah, you see like this black robe, almost like a high collar moving up to the top of her face. As you go to swing with your hammer, she moves away just a little bit. But the hammer pulls open the robes, and you feel like almost like a wet stickiness as they pull back. And you see from the bottom of the throat all the way down to the waist, a mouth that's opening sideways.
Philip.
Yeah. And you see Philip like turn on a dime, arms flipping weightlessly, and he scrambles shoulders first. And he'll make a quick attack with an 18. Not bad. With 1
It would have been great if Philip just dipped.
No, you see Philip just like. You fuck.
Yeah, 1 damage, unfortunately.
Hey, that's better than what I did.
That's
Yeah, that's-
1 more damage than anybody else has done.
Yes. And then Clark, you see this goblin scrambling on like some like shit that it fell into, and you're free of its grasp for a moment, seeing that the trapdoor is closed in front of you. What would you like to
I spit in his face.
do? Okay, do that spit for me.
It's a DR8 presence.
You got
low.
this.
Oh,
Easy.
yeah, you should do it.
Easy. There
Yeah,
it
it
is.
was a 14.
Okay. And what is the effect?
So target's blinded, retching, and vomiting for D4 rounds.
Okay. I think it's a
That's
toughness test
funny.
first, right?
That is if allies get affected by it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
enemies DR12, right? For the
Uh,
vomiting and stuff?
Oh no. That's if like for people to see it.
Oh, I
other
see. I
people.
see. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
landed it. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
vomiting for D4 rounds.
3
Yeah.
rounds.
For 3 rounds, sorry. And yeah, so you see is like he's like strangling like himself up in like there's all this straw and everything that he fell into. He breaks free for a moment to eye you and then splat right in the face.
A
Long,
little bit
nasty
got in his
vomiting.
mouth.
Yeah, a
'cause he
little
was,
bit like
taking
drips
a
down
big
his
breath.
long nose into his mouth, and he just immediately starts throwing up. And you see him like
Those-
heaving over himself a little bit as you escape if you would like,
No.
I just want to point out, guys, that
or go for the kill,
clearly
whatever.
if Aaron gets out of hand in D&D, we know how to handle his character now.
Just
Spit in his face.
Spit in his face.
big loogie.
Right.
Go for the kill here.
Yeah. I just start
You got 3 rounds.
FIFO from as I was just like
That's
come
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, you can just make 3 attacks. We'll just like
Alright.
speed run those 3 rounds.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Holy
Do you have
shit!
any omens left?
No. But the first one was a natural 1.
Natural 1. So as you go into attack with that fancy new dagger thing you got, it just like catches in its like tough, leathery, ropey skin and just pulls free. And then the other attacks are just with your wild hands, nothing. And you see like it stops puking, gets the spit off his face, pulls the own dagger from his skin, and just snarls at you. You have 1 reaction here as he's like getting his bearings, and then he's gonna try and get you.
All right, 1 second. I
You gotta
didn't do
win this.
originally.
You gotta win this fucking
Okay,
fight.
I've got another loogie.
Okay.
Round 2.
What are you doing? You
Just
going
spit
for
in
the
his
spit?
face again.
Okay,
It
so
hits.
roll the rounds.
I'm gonna get you.
For 3 more.
For
I'll
3
use
more
the-
rounds. You like
I'll start with trying to wrestle the dagger out of his hand first.
Okay, make a strength contest with me here.
This is the dumbest.
Ludicrous.
I know.
14.
13. You get a
so-
negative for retching.
It's just a flat D20 for monsters. There's no modifier or anything. I think, like, if anything, if I was throwing up, it'd be clenching to the world. I wouldn't be weaker.
Good point.
But you do have 2 more rounds. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah, I'll keep doing it until I get it out of his hands.
Okay. Not 1. So, yeah,
Alright, that's a 10.
you get it.
Alright, and then I stab him
make the
for
attack.
3rd round.
Please,
Yeah.
God.
That's
Yes!
There it is.
Beautiful. Roll damage for me.
Okay. For 6.
6 damage reduced by. Doesn't matter. He's only got 7 health. Wait, did you do any damage yet?
Yeah. I thought you did.
No, I thought you
Oh.
did.
He reduced the
He
damage.
reduced it.
0. Yeah.
So he has 2 health remaining.
I do reduce his armor as well, though. Right? 'Cause I-
well, okay, sure.
or-
Yeah, like it's his body. I don't
Yeah,
know if
alright,
it works for
yeah, don't worry about it.
bodies, but it's a morale check. So
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah,
you don't
he-
like him.
yeah, he is. He pulls away from you, and just says like, "It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're friends."
You're my friend now.
And he just smiles like, "Okay, good." Whew.
I grab him by like the scruff behind his head.
Okay.
Like start making my way out of the tunnel.
Okay, you just pick him up. He's like, "This is weird, then, friend." And you carry him out, lifting up the trapdoor, walking sideways.
Yo, open him up. What's going on?
And then you see as you like see the hole where the painting was. You like work your way down it a little bit, keeping him in your grip. You can reach the throne, the side of the throne with your foot. And then there's like some pews and stuff you can step on, like a sideways staircase down to the hallway. where there's a 6-foot reach up to the pathway where you'd seen the torch lit on the wall before. Can you make a strength test to keep the goblin under control while you're doing this insane acrobatics?
Natural 20.
Nat 20. You
Snap
just
his
hook
neck
him
while
under
you're
the
at
arm.
it.
Shaking him out
Yeah.
like a tea towel.
Yeah, you just one arm pull yourself up, and you see everyone else standing sideways in that room, fighting. Maybe you see the giant open chest of a creature with writhing teeth, as Erdvo falls away from her, and Harmug's rushing maybe towards it. And you guys have a round. What do y'all do? We can start with Ardvol and Harmug.
I'm gonna
Guess
try
I don't
to.
have the javelin anymore, eh?
You check the javelin. You can go get it. It's the
Yeah.
other side of the room. But
I'm gonna Warhammer swing again.
Okay, just make that attack.
Don't worry about it. 4.
Yeah, you just swing and the mouth opens wider. You go right in the gap, doesn't hit anything. Harmug, your turn.
I'm gonna try and maybe confuse her.
Okay, cast
Yeah.
away.
Cast away. But Tom hates it. That's 15. That's enough.
The 18 down to 15. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, it's not agility. Presence. So it is presence, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah, presence.
Power.
Yeah. I was assuming for some reason it's just natural -3.
This is all your stats.
Because all my
Yeah.
stats are bad.
That's that character confidence that you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is an 18 yet.
Roll. What is it to hit?
It's nothing. She just she's.
Is it just targets? Like number of targets?
A creature of your choice.
My choice is confused for 10 minutes.
Okay. So there's no test or anything. You just hit, and now it's
Yeah.
confused. Okay. So yeah, you see like the crown on its head like stop flickering red. Arg, you see the eyes flicker to black instead of red, just holes on her face, and you see she's kind of staring up a little bit and not reacting. So how long does that last for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So you guys got a long time to deal with this.
I attempt to remove the crown.
Okay. It's going to be a strength 16. And can you both, as you're making your way towards her, do a presence 12 chest?
Yep, I'll do the present.
Okay. Me as well.
That dice one. I
Nope.
rolled a 2.
I rolled the 7.
As you're like just working around your body, you just see through the teeth that there is something in there. For a flicker of a second, you see a hand move down. And Lord, pulling yourself up onto the ledge into the sideways room, you just see this terrible beast. From this angle, you see it's like floating 1 inch or so off the ground, feet dangling. It's got a writhing mouth working from its waist all the way up to the bottom of its neck. And it is seemingly dazed, staring towards the sky.
No time like the present to try and cut the head off.
Okay. Are you
Kill
going
that
to
thing first.
run up
So-
in here and go for it?
Yeah, I make my way into the sideways room.
Okay.
Says, if you want to keep being my friend, we have to kill that.
And he's just like held by the throat, like, look.
And I bring him with me.
Yeah. Both of you moving together.
He's my friend.
Hi.
Okay.
Yep.
And yeah, dagger stabs.
Not like today's gonna get any weirder.
Yeah, make your attack.
We suck.
7.
So you go in for the one attack and you miss, and you hear just and you see the goblin reach out for the neck, swipe, nat 20s, goes right for the jugular. That'll be double this d4, which is only a 2, but hey, 4 damage. And you just see like a little bit of the skin flayed away to the side, and he's just kind of laughing in glee. He's like, best friends, best friends.
Next, they're gonna go fishing together.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Arg, that's what you see. I think you're up next.
I mean, it's weird, but like today's been weird. I'm gonna just try to swing the warhammer, I guess, at him.
At the
Thing
at Akun or at the
doesn't
goblin?
fucking matter. Take your pick. I
You go
miss.
for like the overhand swing, bring it down, goes directly into the mouth, and for a split second, you see Sarku's eyes looking back at you, and he's like pulled away like in a tornado, just whirling inside.
Look, Darko's in there. We need to like
Oh.
do something about this.
Okay. And I try and reach up and grab the crown.
You're going for the crown. So is a strength 16, I believe.
How what you said?
Yeah.
That'll go well. Remember how I didn't save any omens, guys? Hey, look at that! That's
that
a
a-
14.
Oh, it's a -1 on strength.
Your
isn't
strength
it?
is a minus?
Yeah. That
What
was
are
a
you
cute
good at?
His only plus is toughness.
At being not,
presence.
yeah,
0
That's it.
presence.
presence and toughness.
Yeah, you feel like it just feels like it's it's anchored, like it's
Got my knee in the back now, like just pulling out of head.
Jesus.
Like,
Um,
Somebody help!
you see as you're not even hitting her, like still just like completely dazed, not even able to be woken from damage because you're not even hitting. But you do see a little bit of the skin flayed up beside the neck. And starting with Clort, y'all see her there. She's like kind of like bobbing through the air, and just like the grinding of the ziggurat out the door. You just see trees whipping around in a violent circle. Yeah, what do you do?
Borg, need your help.
No, you don't. I'm having a moment, all right?
You're just thinking things through.
How's
that
my
right
buddy doing? Is he nat 20 again?
I was gonna have him follow up your attacks. Like whatever you do, he's gonna help you with pretty much. So if you want to make an attack, you can.
No, yeah, I missed.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Well, yeah, it was like a 5.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
You know
Holy
what?
shit.
I'm
gonna
so
take a
happy I
picture.
didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Best friend.
We're still gonna kill him after, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's
Goblin
pulling
can't
his
be the
weight
hero.
like this.
I got a picture of that. That's crazy. I can roll good with goblins, guys.
Hey, you found your
Well,
niche.
Yeah.
bro,
Goblin and a D4, you good to
I
go.
mean,
4 more
Grub's
damage.
had his moments.
know
He
what?
gets a ton of 4s on D4s.
Not bad. 4 more damage. And he just goes for the other side, and you just see like 2 slashes along the side of the throat. And he's just kind of giggling to himself. And you missed, so Arg, back to you.
1, 2, better not sue. That's a fucking
19,
17.
baby.
That's a 17. Calm
17.
down.
Sorry. Roll damage for me.
1.
All right.
Hey, how much damage have you guys done?
You want to
I
count
thought
the
a guy who
goblin?
did 8.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've done nothing.
You guys collectively done 2 damage. Goblin's done 8. No problem.
Oh, we're bad adventurers.
Can you get the goblin to use his blood maledict on it too? Don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights himself on
He
fire.
Kimmy lights himself on fire, just becomes a little green barbecue.
Yeah. It's Harmug's turn, right?
On Armag, yeah.
You going for the crown? You going
I'm going for-
for?
I'm going for the
Sarku? You
crown.
going
Let's
for
just
damage?
kill it. Let's just kill our coon, man.
Lift with your legs.
Or stab in the
He's
face.
taller than me.
Got one. Yeah.
Well, I
You
guess I'm
go-
happy he didn't swing now.
You go up and grab for the spinning crown,
Uh-huh.
and grabbing it causes you to spin. You do go spinning towards her front, and
Whoop.
you almost make a full 360 halfway around before suddenly sharp stab in the side of you, and you look down and you see yourself face to face with a 5-foot opening, which is a vertical melt along the front of her, and you find those teeth absentmindedly trying to pull you in.
Wait, are the teeth moving like individually?
Oh yeah.
It's like the worm in Dune, huh? It's got those big like.
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
And
pulling you
you
in.
you feel yourself being pulled inside, and if you dare to look, you see somehow a darker tornado whirling within her. And every once in a while, you see a bit of Sarku and like flash almost stop motion against light, trying to call to you or scream. You can't tell. Back to Clort. What you doing?
I will keep trying.
Okay.
I believe less.
3. All right, I miss goblin nets.
Goblins coming at it.
Come on, give us a third.
Not one this time.
That's worse.
He makes up for it. You see he lunges forward, claws missing the neck, leans in towards the stomach of it, and you see those teeth catch against its like sinewy skin.
Oh, I'm
And you
actually
just
okay with this.
hungrily begin pulling him inside. And you feel against the strength of your holding his throat. Can you make a strength contest of the 12 for me?
I would just let go. Let it happen. Just let it happen.
14.
Okay, if you wish, you can pull him free.
Yes.
Okay. You pull
He's
him.
early damage right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I
keeping
did
him alive.
one.
He's
His
your only
abdomen
damage.
scrapes open against the teeth. He takes 1 damage as they cut open against the side of him. And he just kind of like yelps a little bit. But he's kind of grateful.
This
Yeah.
is- we're fighting something that isn't fighting back. I'm getting our asses kicked.
Yeah, so Clort misses. Ard, your turn.
Okay, I have a plan. I am going to run and grab the javelin and then
Okay.
huck the javelin.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
right.
Just make the range attack presence, right? Presence attack.
Yeah. It's slightly better than a -2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Perfect aim is the thing. Like a fadeaway, run across the room in the same motion. You pick it up.
Turn like,
Dead
quickly, like
center.
I don't like line up my body at all for it. You know what I mean? It's like while I'm spinning, I'm just letting go.
Yeah, but it's perfect. You guys can almost hear it whistle under the grinding of the Ziggurat as it zips deep into the cavern of its mouth, dead center of the body.
Please roll.
Well,
it
you
in
know what happens on a
Hellfire.
fumble, right?
It's lost.
No,
No,
but
on a
lightning
fumble, the
goes
lightning
to the
strikes
thrower.
me before I release the javelin.
Yeah, as you see it whirling inside this tornado, you see it lights with electricity.
It did
arcing-
also mention that
it can
use indoors
room.
is cautioned.
Yeah. So everyone in here is going to have to roll agility or toughness, is your choice, at a 12. See as these bolts ricochet out from the stormed body of this thing.
Do I roll that, or am I just?
I
taking
think it
damage?
hits you.
I think it just
it's,
hits me.
It's
yeah.
bouncing off of
Can
you
I roll
to
the
everyone else.
2d10? Because that's exciting.
That's what it is, right? At a 2D.
It's 2d10.
2d10. Yeah.
Can I roll
I don't
it?
know, 14
roll it?
toughness.
No, yeah. Each of you roll your 2d10. If you hit it, if you pass the toughness, you're good.
I'm so dead.
Are you totally dead?
Well, that would bring me to
Yeah.
-5.
Okay, so you are like instantly crisped.
Yeah, you just feel like wind up just
Just-
on the ground charred body. Like I go from standing to the ground. Like there's no in between phase.
Just frame skip.
It's like that kid in the outfield who gets struck by lightning. He gets hit and just crumbles.
Yeah.
You almost look like just like unceremoniously asleep in the corner with like your cheeks piled up and like a bit of drool coming out. Looks like Eric's
It's
totally
steaming.
just sleeping. And did you guys pass your toughness?
Yes.
What was the DC? The DR?
I don't have it in front of me at the moment. Where is it?
You made it up.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's bouncing around the room. Yeah. It's just 12, like just standard 12.
Yep. Pass then.
Would that be a 10 then for me?
Do you
'Cause
have?
it wouldn't
a
fucking
modifier?
matter. I missed both ways.
Oh. Did you have a modifier to toughness?
Yeah, I have +2 to toughness, so it's a 10.
Oh,
But
okay.
it
but
would
you
only
still
be a
fail.
10 if it was agility based.
Right.
Which would put me at 9. So,
Yeah.
I failed.
Okay, so that is the 2d10 damage.
Roll low, please. 5. I have
Have you-
5 health.
Have you taken any damage yet?
No,
Okay, so 5 damage.
I
You're at
might
0.
be alive.
You got 0. Yeah, roll your d4.
How much damage is instant death?
I rolled a
-1.
Now here's
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
I did fumble it, but
Mhm.
can I
Can I
use
use
the
the shield?
shield to negate all the damage?
Oh,
Because it'll break
yes.
the shield. But
Absolutely. Yes.
I will do that as
Nice.
well.
Armor, no. Armor doesn't work on like magic effects and everything.
yeah,
But the shield has a usage to negate 1 instance of damage,
Yeah.
so absolutely.
I still want to have crumpled to the ground like all fun and then just like stand
Yeah.
up like shield just falls off my arm.
Just like throwing the shield to like intercept the storm whirling at you, and it like hits you against the wall, and you look like you got fucking fried. But next round, you gasp your way back to life.
I'm sick.
Yeah, and the shield is just splintered.
Yeah, my
Um,
shield will explode as well.
Okay, both shields fucking erupt as electricity bounces around the room. Harmug doesn't even matter. You see like a bolt zips by you and just like passes through the hook hand, sparkling off into the ground. Like everything is a-okay because you're grounded.
I'm grounded. Yeah, exactly.
I guess is that top of the round or has Harmug not gone this turn?
Harmar hasn't gone yet.
That was Eric doing the
Yeah,
sweet javelin into this thing's stomach.
yeah.
Harmug's turn.
Oh,
You're
I get
in
it.
its body, so
Yeah.
you're
He's
like
getting
being
it.
pulled into like the top half of this thing's body. You see a javelin fly right under you, zoop soundlessly into a storm.
So
Ricochets around the room.
I'm gonna try and like as I'm pushing away,
Mm-hmm.
the idea is to reach up with the hook hand, try and like grab her neck and pull her into herself as I push away.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
That's just gonna be a
Like-
strength 12, I guess, because she's asleep, can't really contest it, or like confused or whatever. Sorry.
12 is a lot, though.
Yeah,
It's just a
12 is lot.
standard attack, you know.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
know, but
high,
you know, for
though.
me.
It is pretty high.
For you, for
Yeah.
everyone.
But that would be an 8.
Okay. So you do like pull up on her horns, like just like trying to bring it down, and you do feel like you're able. Things are moving, but not enough. And instead of trying to escape, you try and pull her in. So you're going to be taking D4 damage, which will be 3. If you have armor, that reduces it. You take 3 damage, or however much.
I'll take the 3 damage.
Wait, you don't have armor?
I don't have armor. I thought I had armor, and I guess I just misread. But
Oh,
I've got a shield that I'm not going to use yet.
Okay.
Well, the shield also
It'll-
reduces the damage by 1.
Yeah. Passively reduces by 1.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll just say it's like cramped up
Awesome.
against your arm in there, or whatever.
Okay.
And that's fine. And
Yeah. Well, I take 2.
round reset, I guess. Back to Clort.
You know what? I've been having a time with the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I use my medicine chest on the goblin
Okay.
to heal him
Okay.
because I know he's really, really wounded.
Yeah, you got hurt. Okay. Are you trying to hide this from Eric, or
No.
you don't care? So
I'm-
yeah, roll your healing then.
all right. He
Man,
gained
he's
6.
He's topped up. Yeah, he's good. He's good to go. He's back. Cool. What do you want him to do?
I want him to attack. 'cause
Okay.
He's actually
You
hitting
just
stuff.
hold it close to it again. Not great. 5 on the attack. That's not gonna do it.
It's okay, buddy. Next time.
He just thanks. I love my friends. And then Eric, it's your turn. You see him like patch up the goblin who fucking misses, and they're talking about being best friends. And it's your turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have known this. Is there any part of me that knows that it was like that thing that fucked me up? The goblin fucked me
I
up?
would say make a presence test. Every 2 above like a 6 is going to give you more information.
4.
Ooh, you have no idea. You just feel
Okay,
itchy, and there's a goblin that is trying to become your friend, which is weird.
That is weird, but you know,
Better than fighting the goblin.
Sure. Okay.
As far as you know, your friend went into a hole.
Yeah.
Came back with a goblin on a leash, which is his
Weird.
arm, and he uses it to try and stab things.
It's a strange thing, but again, I've seen weird things today.
Life's weird.
Um,
Your other
okay.
friend's being eaten by a sideways mouth into a storm body.
Yeah.
It
So
happens.
here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up my ochre tablet. I'm going
Okay.
to crush it into dust.
Nice.
And I'm going to spray the dust on the thing in front of me.
Okay.
So I have to do a presence test to make sure it'll land on the creature.
Yes, and I'd say since it's confused, it'll be too easier.
Okay.
But if it misses, the harm is that Harmug is there.
No, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, oh shoot, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tough call, but I'm gonna have to try.
Yeah.
10. You said it was too easier, right?
Too easier.
Thank God. Okay. D6.
Where do you release it?
Oh, in its face.
Right in the face. Okay.
Right in the face.
Was it due?
Yeah.
I'll let you know in a sec. I'll let you know. It depends on what this is.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. If it was a 6, it was an instant kill.
Yeah.
It just takes D6 damage, but on a 6 it chokes and dies.
Yeah.
And then my tablet comes back tomorrow.
So
Because
three,
I literally take the tablet, crush it to dust, and then just like, that's the attack.
Yeah. So 3 more damage.
Yeah, 3 more damage.
You gold duster.
That's more than all of your guys' melee attacks combined so far.
You're welcome.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You see she begins to slump a little bit, and her eyes start rolling. And I've got to make a roll. Where did it go? 1 second here. Close the tab I was needing. And
That's
there we go.
tradition.
Yeah. You see, like, almost from inside the stomach, like the long mouth instead of its face mouth, you hear a voice echo out from the storm, just saying, like, please let me go.
Working on it.
Can each of you make a presence test for me?
Mm-hmm.
Those.
10.
60.
Seems pretty good.
2.
16, yeah, 16 will do. You can tell that while it did sound like Sarku's voice, you could tell it was coming from Akun herself. Maybe not his actual words, just his voice. Asking for you to let her go. Let her escape.
It's a lie.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck it up. Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did Harmug already go? Because no, Eric did the tablet. Harmug's turn.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hookhead.
You're gonna hook the head.
Yeah.
You
I'm
doing
gonna
like
hook the head.
the horn pull again, or are you going for damage?
I mean, the idea is like get the hook in for damage and then try and like
Try and
wedge
do
her
both.
in as well.
I'm down for it. It'll just be 2 tests. Make
Yep.
your attack.
There's 14.
Damage. So you get the hook in. Roll damage.
1.
1 damage. That's
That
tradition.
tracks. Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah,
1
absolutely.
melee damage is how you do it.
Better believe it.
But you're able to get the hook in, and you can like you still feel the teeth on your chest, so you can either try and free yourself from the teeth, or continue to try and pull her head into her own stomach.
Oh no, I'm going big. I'm gonna try and pull her head in.
Either way, it's just
Yeah.
a strength 10.
I'm gonna Ouroboros her. That is a 9.
-1. Oh no.
Yeah.
You do feel her neck getting closer. It's getting easier.
Ah.
But instead, you opt for D4 damage.
Yep, sure do.
3 damage.
Ooh, let's make it 2
Reduce-
damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say reduce to 2.
Yeah.
Shield.
Yikes.
Ah,
Yeah, and you feel
Just
yourself crunched
eat
in a bit further.
yourself.
And Clort, it's you and Gabi's turn.
We're literally rolling one side of a fight and we're not really winning.
Hey, man, I
honestly
would
thought this
love
be
to see
done.
double digits.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
All right, Gobbo,
It's so bad.
Like-
help me out here.
This thing's unaware that we're fighting.
Yeah.
We're not really, and we haven't done much to make it aware.
Goblin misses again. With a
Oh.
5 again. It's a living storm or something. It's kind of crazy. How do you hit it? Eric, your turn.
We lost the javelin's like in it, right?
It's in there. Looking inside, you do every few seconds, like almost like lightning flashes around it, and stop motion style. Again, you see Sarku's face and body and hands flickering in different ways, whirling around the storm. And then occasionally you do see the javelin in there as well. There are moments where you could attempt to grab it.
I'm not getting
that's
that
like
fucking mouth.
up there, agility. So, up there.
I'll yell to the fucking hamburglar Harmug. Get the javelin.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna swing with my warhammer.
Okay, go for
That's
it.
pretty much everything I've got left now. Get fucked. Sorry about it.
You do go to swing back and you hit its arm like dead on, and then the arm just kind of like gently falls to the side and then like rises back up, and it just doesn't care at all.
This is your attack bits.
Yeah.
Listen,
Eric
I've
is a
done
frail
things.
little guy. He likes the magic. Eric is good with magic.
yeah, and then I fucked up my magic so bad I can't use it for an hour, so I have to use the hammer.
Yeah, he's just a little dizzy. It makes it hard to hit things.
Ah, drunk, leave me alone.
Harmug, yeah, you're in there in the stomach. You feel the teeth grinding you in a little bit more. Because you are in there, you do see this javelin every few seconds whip its way around, flickering in the storm
you
light.
know it.
For you, it's easier to grab, but you know you've got your two-pronged approach right now. You can escape, attack.
You should probably escape.
You got to pick two of these little things you can do.
You must
Like
be
it's-
close to dead. You should
I'm-
probably escape.
I'm gonna reach in that spear
Okay.
and then try and get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing
It's just
for it.
agility 14. It's still pretty high, but it's way lower than Eric's.
He has a -3.
Just leave.
I'm leaving. I didn't think it was agility. No, forget it.
It's whirling in a storm. Like
Yeah, no, I just didn't
Isn't
realize it
that
was going to be a
kinda like-
14. It's kind of like, no.
Isn't that kind of like
12 is possible.
toughness? You know, isn't that kind of a toughness
Wouldn't
check?
that be a toughness
a
roll
toughness
to
check.
like
Yeah, is that
yeah.
kind of a toughness
catch
roll?
something in the storm?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're seeing that moving too fast, you bail. That's totally fine.
Yeah, no, it's going to be like pull back, get out, and then maybe just try and take a swing with the warhammer or the mace rather.
Yeah, you could again try the Ouroboros strategy or damage, up to you. But just two of those things. So first, it's your strength 12 to escape the grasp of the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So you're staying in there.
I'm staying in there.
-1, but you wiggle in your way. It's not
You
getting
know
you
what?
further.
If I'm still stuck in there, then I'm going to pull the head.
Going for the head. All right.
Yeah.
Going for the head.
Just attack, no damage, and no. You know it's getting easier each time you succeeded by close. So it was 14, 12, now 10.
You got 10?
But that would be a pass.
Okay, so you're pulling the head down.
I love your pity. Thank
And
you.
it's
man.
like the spine is like pulling itself, like taut, and
Yeah.
you feel the head of itself still bending against
Come
its
on,
own will.
baby,
into
let's
the-
hear that snap.
into the body. I'm just gonna roll just like 50-50 on this to see if it's enough or not. That's up there. That's a 19. So yeah, you feel as the body is pulling itself in onto itself, and then in the last moment, you push the horns into its own stomach, and you feel the
Like
teeth
wedge
begin
it.
to work against
Yeah.
their own latent powers, pulling
Exactly
the
what I
horns
wanted.
into its own body. Yeah, so it is. I'll roll the D4 tooth damage. 3 damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we can't do that damage, so.
No.
Yeah.
I think I've done that.
Total, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very weak. You can hear that spine kind of extending and cracking under its own weight as the teeth are working itself in. The rest of you, what do? We go back to Clort, I guess.
Yeah. I will try and slash down her back.
Okay, just make the attack.
And I roll above a 6. That is a 12.
Oh
12 on the
my
dot.
god.
Okay. Roll damage.
For 4.
4. Brings it to
New
-1.
record.
How does this look? As it's eating itself into its own storm body, and you hammer it.
As I see its body's like stretching to like the maximum, I grab the dagger and along the sides of the spine where like the muscles are,
Mhm.
I like carve away so there's nothing like
Holding it
holding the
back.
spine
Yeah.
like back.
Jesus
so
Christ.
just
Yeah. Yeah, you see as it cuts down, like almost like too rapidly, the spine comes curling, furling up onto itself, and then pulling deep inside. You see like this, like for a second, like this blurring twirl as it's like wrapping itself in on itself over and over, sideways and upside down, whirling and whirling. You see like flickers of the storm and spine and head and horns all rolling into themselves. Harmug, you are thrown fucking hard across the room. You can make an agility or a toughness to like try and brace yourself or dodge everything that you're flying through.
You know, you should flex on it. Make it an
Toughness.
agility.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually would have still passed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
however you do it, you evade.
It'll be toughness.
Getting
It's like bring up the shield and
just eat the blow.
the
And
last
you
bit.
see as each of you are moved away from it, the head and horns are like wrapping in on themselves, getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually wolves away into nothing. And there's a small wisp of fog dissipates in the air. And you're left in the whirling ziggurat that's grinding mechanically, spinning, trees blurring in the distance.
I, like
can we
reach
stop
down
this?
and like try and like turn the key the other way.
Yeah, it just comes loose in your hand, and you immediately feel like all of you in your stomach feel falling as this thing stops spinning, and you realize this entire time it had been moving, rotating up into the air, and your stomachs rise into your throat as you start to see distance and things that were whirling beyond, shooting upward real fast.
Oh
There's
no!
Do I get to make an action at all?
Yeah, you're just kind of falling in a free fall.
I want to try to kick the goblin off the thing.
like outside.
Yeah, I want to kick him off the tower so he falls and dies.
Okay. Yeah, so like as you guys are like whirling, like getting close to the edge, looking out of the ziggurat's like doorway, Eric just eyes the goblin. Make the attack roll.
This is not work. It's 2.
Oh. You just kick it and like it flops in your grip, Clort. You just see.
What are you
moving out a
doing?
little bit.
This is a fucking goblin, man. You should be killing this thing.
I mean, at this point, we're kind of like beginning to feel weightless. I imagine.
Yeah, you're like getting weightless, kind of like in this longish doorway, looking out at the ziggurat, seeing the earth coming towards you, and the goblin just says, "Hey, friends, don't kick friends." And
do I put it back in? Do I put it back in?
Uh,
We're gonna die.
maybe when we're close to the ground, maybe it stops
Yeah.
us.
All right.
start counting it out. Like you got 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
That was good. That was good.
I
That was
braced
good.
myself.
Okay, so it's going to be agility 12. To
How about toughness?
I would let you use strength. One of those two. You are fighting gravity to try and push something down into the
I
earth.
will use
the ground.
strength
Yeah.
because it is less terrible. That's a 3.
Raymond.
Yes.
You know what happens when an elevator plummets that quickly?
I just lay
Yeah.
down on my back.
This is happening now.
Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as I see him struggling, I'm just like, well,
Yeah. That's what
this
I
is
like.
it.
Just
God
shake your head
damn
in
it.
disappointment.
You're pushing it down towards the ground weightlessly. You're floating through the room, pressing it downwards. You feel your own weight pushing against the medallion as you're trying to push the medallion into the ground. And you remember that, like, with a push and a twist, you could get it in. And as you push, your bone body moves away from the ground. The thing doesn't go into it. And
We're still heroes.
it crashes. I don't think there's a calculation that's going to work out for you guys here. As
No,
far as
no.
fall damage goes.
Ray still has a shield.
He's gonna do like the Captain America 30 floor drop. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just lands on the shields. Bubbles
Um,
away.
Yeah, let's just go. It's there's no
You know-
point.
You know,
There's
you
no
should-
point rolling, but I'll
hold on,
roll it.
hold
I'll
on,
roll
hold on.
it. Yeah,
Like if it's like 5d6 or something.
a little more, but yeah.
But like, imagine if you got all ones, right?
Yeah.
Then we could survive.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just envisioning that we're like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
maybe about 100 feet up, but there's a slow fall in the beginning, right?
Right.
And
And
you're
then slow near
working
the end. Too.
and you're trying to work the medallion in. So I was thinking, like, I was going to go 1d4 for every 10 feet, just like a quick 10-foot drop. You can survive that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's 10d4, but that's
That's too
minimum 10 damage.
Yeah, let's make it 5d4. Because imagine if you roll all one.
But what I'll say is each of you can make a toughness test of 12 to have whatever this damage is. As you're falling, to give you reaction time. As Harmug is setting up to do this, what are you guys doing as you're in free fall? So,
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I have a potential idea of something I
Okay.
could do.
yeah.
Can I try and use foul? To
Your
have
mic went away from me. I don't know what you said.
Can I try? I'll try using my last spell for the day.
Okay.
How
Go for
high
it.
of damage did you just roll?
Well, if it's 32.
32!
Yeah.
You rolled so many fours. What are you doing?
That was way too many.
You're an animal, Aaron.
You didn't
Holy
roll a
sh-
single one.
You're an animal.
No ones, 5 4s.
Okay, hey. Can I do something, Aaron?
Yeah.
I know I'm dizzy. But
Yeah.
can I cast a spell that makes everybody go to sleep?
No,
Yeah, sure.
no.
Well,
Alright,
first,
perfect.
Clark's doing something. What are you
Okay,
doing?
sure.
Can
You're
I try
falling
and
to the
summon
ground.
like skeletons or zombies to like brace me?
Sure, they'll each reduce like whatever their health is. I think 3 to 4 or something.
I failed the spell. I take 2d2 damage.
And
I took 2 damage. Okay, I'm at 3.
Yeah.
Eric, as you're seeing the world speeding up, you catch eyes with Harmug, who's like pressing. 1 second pressing. You see trees. You see the trunks of trees. What are you doing?
I'm gonna put everybody to sleep. We don't need to be awake for this. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Right before
Wait, how
true
many
darkness
people
happens.
do you put to sleep?
It's D4. So would it be double that?
Yeah, double
double
D4.
D4?
See what it is.
Yeah.
Keep every.
8 people
So
go
up
to
to
sleep.
8, if you wish. You eye each of them. Chlor.
Dear toughness
Harmug.
14, by the way, if you want to try to stay awake.
True.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
You dumbass.
Goblin 16.
All right.
He's awake.
Even Ray's awake.
As you're falling, you all feel it. Like you lose consciousness, your eyes flicker to black, and then you awaken. And then crash. 30 damage.
I let myself go to sleep with this. I'm just like,
Yeah. Ard falls into silent sleep.
Yeah.
Passes beautifully. The rest of you shattered, like pots of water splattering across the room, bones broken, skin cracking, everything available to the open air as you hit the ground. Dust around the ziggurat rolls outwards. And
Cool.
Save the world.
You
We're
believe you've saved the world. And as we pan out, we see a huge valley in the shape of a fist, and a ziggurat opposite this one, 10 times in size, with a storm of fog that has dissipated. For now, it seems whatever it was that held this place into its other realm, into its other place, has been Ouroboros itself into some kind of problem. As days pass, we see slow trickles of fog wheel up around the ziggurat, and a slow shimmering wall appears, hiding the ziggurat and again in its other realm. You see rot priests awaken. You see new people traveling down into the valley, tasting a little meat and earning black clothes and a gold medallion. And deep within the ziggurat, you see a heart unfold itself like a flower, horns sprout from it, and like a plant, cocoon grows anew. And that's where we're gonna end it. That's the.
Did we go to heaven at least?
Okay, you know what? To be brought into the shimmering fields, you can't have killed yourself. So Harmug's definitely not there.
Right. True.
He was a corrupted priest. That makes a lot of sense.
Corrupted priest, hardcore, did everything wrong today, and
Hardcore
didn't
wrong today.
failed,
Holy shit.
failed so much. But worse than that, he had 10 seconds to secure your guys' safety. Left
he
it to the
waited.
last second to even try.
I was like, you've got to do that sudden deceleration, right?
Yeah.
It works in the movies.
Which, yeah, if you got it, would have worked. It just was going to be way easier with every attempt, and it's just like,
Yeah.
well, he's not trying. I'm not going to tell him to try. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. But Eric Duvall and Clort, Clort, you awaken. You find yourself silver flowers, beautiful grass made of gold. You see a sky metallic and shimmering over your mind, and you see a basilisk swirling into the world above you, taking off over the sky. A faceless person reaches out a hand to pull you into a cloud of ether. You feel peace.
Is
Eric,
my buddy there?
you look to your hand, and your buddy's not there. Erg, you awaken, coughing, retching.
Oh.
You feel cold air in your lungs, down your long nose. You feel your body knit itself together as you rise up from the ground. Skeletal, unliving goblin.
Yeah.
You roam the frozen wastelands looking for those who created you,
Yeah.
finding cylinder-hatted men in black clothes and gold medallions. They
New
bring
friends,
out
new
blades. And screaming new friends, you rush towards them.
Yeah.
Nice.
God damn it.
But that's it.
So-
That's,
so hold
that's
on.
that's
On
your
life,
We're
lasting life. Haste. That's what I am.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
everlasting paste in a frozen wasteland. So unless anyone comes to scoop you up, you are cement in the ziggurat.
Nice.
Okay, that went a little longer than we expected. Didn't, we put the end boss to sleep and it still didn't go great. So
We couldn't account for how bad we roll.
yeah.
It's impossible calculation.
Oh my god. That's
But
brutal.
that's Merkborg for you guys. That's going to be the end of this. If we come back with some one shots here and there, maybe, but we're going to be looking to a space adventure and then other new adventures after that. So watch us on Tuesdays and Thursdays around 7:30ish p.m. Eastern. Thanks everybody for watching.
See you
Bye,
soon.
everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Later.
Adios.
Play Mork Borg.